Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we are super excited because we've got a product that I think every home should have. This is a vacuum like no other vacuum.
Well, it's called a mattress vacuum, but it's not just for your mattress, it's for your upholstery, it's for pet beds.
And it's not just a vacuum, it's got a UV light that kills things like mites.
It's all those nasties that you want to get rid of. And when you think about a mattress and what lives in your mattress, well, we've got a solution for you that's going to kill all those nasties that we're talking about. It's a great brand, it's a great price that we've got for you. In fact, let's take a look at it straight away so you can see what it's going to do.
Well, it's so clever. It actually beats the mattress as well. It vibrates 12,000 times per minute. It then has the UV light that is going to help to kill the bacteria, the dust mites, the allergens. When we change our sheets, our clean sheet bed is amazing. But actually, if all the bugs are still in the bed, and that was the technology, that was the UV light, which is amazing.
And what you're also seeing there is the 12,000 times per minute rotating brush that brings all those nasties to the surface. It's not just for your mattresses. You're going to use it on pillows. You're going to use it on your sofa.
Pet beds.
Take it out to the car.
Yeah, they bring all sorts of things in if you've got dogs and cats. If they've been laying on the sofa, if they've been in the back seat of the car, perhaps you've got a second-hand sofa.
Yes.
Perhaps you bought a second-hand car and actually those seats always feel a little bit grotty. And then perhaps they had pets or a dog in the back of the car, allowing you not only to vacuum, and vacuum with such power, it's got such great suction, actually the most powerful mattress and upholstery vacuum that we've ever had.
It certainly is. And the price, well, the usual price of $169.99 is down to $89.99. And with PayPal Pay 3, it's just $31.65 on your first of three interest-free payments. It's a brilliant machine. Bev's here. She's going to show us so many demonstrations as we go throughout the show on lots of different surfaces.
And the other great thing, HEPA filtration as well, so it really does filter out the tiniest of particles. It's great on delicate fabrics as well, and it's going to give you that feeling of a clean bed. And whether that's your bed, whether that is the pet bed, whether that's the sofa, whether that's upholstery, whether it's the curtains, you've got a really clever technology and they've thought about everything. Obviously, you're going to get cat hair, dog hair and your hair in this vacuum. It actually allows you to take the brush out as well.
So for cleaning of the actual vacuum, absolutely brilliant. 965429 is your item number, and like we say, down to $89.99. Remember, you'll find everything on the website shopontv.co.uk, but when we bring you innovative cleaning products, the only woman to show us is here, the lovely Bev.
Hello, my darlings.
How are you?
Hello.
Now,
very good, thank you. Are you?
Super.
Yeah, we're good. We haven't done a show with you with this machine.
No, you haven't. The new one. I'm so excited. It's so good. It really is. Honestly and truthfully, you'll think to yourself is, well, I haven't had one of these for a long time.
Well, when we first did a show with the mattress vac, we were like, a vacuum for your mattress? What do you need one of those for? At the end of the show, we were like, oh my goodness, we so need this. Every home needs this.
Honestly.
When you think about what can live in a mattress, and if you've got pets, what sort of things they can bring in.
Exactly. And it's not only just, you know, the dust mites and all the rest of it, it's the allergens. You know, it's the dander that comes in from the pets. It's also the pollen, you know, comes in from outside. That lands all into your mattress. But this is something really special. Not only the UVC light, we've also got that wave technology that vibrates all the dirt and dust to the surface.
The UV light.
Yep, got the UV light.
Oh my word.
Yes, absolutely. Also, you've got on this, it's like a dehumidifier, so it actually helps to dry the moisture out in your mattress as well.
Oh my word. And of course, we'll mention the mattress a lot, but you can use this on the sofa. You can use this on your upholstery, because actually, you know, these things live in the sofa, in the furniture, in the curtains, and if you've got pets, wherever they are laying, it can be, you know, here, there and everywhere.
Absolutely.
Back of the car seat.
And you might have inherited, you know, you might have gone out and bought a second-hand sofa, second-hand chair. I mean, you know, it's easily, there's loads of sites you can buy them off these days. Isn't it nice to have that peace of mind, just thinking, doesn't matter, because whatever's in there, I'm going to use my mattress vacs on it, and I'm going to help to eradicate.
Not only vacuum, use that UV light that really helps to kill. We actually, one of the very first shows we did, one of our first mattress vacuums, which wasn't quite as exciting as this one, a guy emailed in and said he was buying it for his Airbnb,
remember?
and he was going to use it as part of the
course.
sales. So not only did he really clean the home, he actually used UV
On there,
technology on his mattress, on the sofas.
And the beauty of this is it's just so simple. It's just literally switch it on and away you go. You know, you don't have to be technical to use it. If you can press a button, because this sorts it all out.
And with that press of the button, it's doing all those things.
All those things, actually, you'll see the lights light up, and the only time it's using the UVC is when it's actually facing down onto the surface.
Oh, clever.
So you know that it's working. Because the thing is with UVC light, you can't see it. It's not visible to the naked eye.
Right, okay.
So consequently, you look and think, well, is it working? Is it on? But it is, because this actually tells you when it's being used.
On contact.
Yeah, on contact
Fabulous.
of whatever fabric. And the beauty of this is you can use it on anything, any fabric whatsoever.
Well, when you think of headboards, I always think when you go
Yes.
to a hotel, you think, oh, someone else's head has been on this headboard. Or the runners at the end of the bed, you think, do they ever clean those?
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, if you even just by vacuuming over, because you've got that UV light, not only is it vacuuming up the bits, it's also helping to kill the nasties,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah. I mean, powerful suction on this, which you'll realise when you're using it. I was very impressed with the suction on here. So it's very good for getting rid of pet hairs as well while you're vacuuming, because it's not just about getting rid of your dust mites and allergens and that. It's going to help to take up 99.9% of the dust mites and things like that that live in your mattress.
And you were
as
saying
well.
it brings all of that to the surface.
12,000 vibrations per minute.
So it's literally
So it's
pounding the
literally-
surface. Right.
Like we used to do with the mats,
Yeah,
when we threw
absolutely.
the mat across the line, and we used to beat it, didn't we, to get the dust out. and things.
Exactly.
It's doing exactly the same.
Doing that for you quite easily with no effort on your part apart from you pushing it. I mean, how I do mine now is I change my bed once a week, and before I put the new bedding on, I just run over the mattress with it. But I do the pillows as well. I've got a throw that I keep on the bed, which the cat thinks absolutely marvellous. So I always run over the throw as well. I even do round the bottom of the bed. Anything that's got fabric on.
So around the divan. as well.
Around the divan. Because dust mites and all the allergens, and if you were unfortunate to have bed bugs, then they don't distinguish and say, well, I'll only stay in the mattress. They'll go into anywhere.
Well, there was a time, wasn't there, when lots of people were bringing things home from abroad, so we could actually vacuum out and use that UV light technology in our suitcases after we travelled and things.
Absolutely. Every time. I mean, I know one lady, she actually emailed in, and what she does is she's allergic to, you know, pollen and things like that. So she takes it wherever she stays and just plugs it in, she says, and she just runs over the mattress, the pillows, and same as she says, it's just peace of mind. You know, and obviously it's not going to be a bad thing. Anything helps. So, you know, it's all the better for running over with your mattress vac.
And it's easy, it's lightweight, so many features that you can see there. It's a great bit of kit. It should be $169.99, but just take a look at some of those features we're talking about when it comes to not just a mattress vac, for all your sofas, your upholstery, your cushions, your pillows, your dog beds. You'll use it on so many different surfaces. And that technology, again, Bev, the technology that's there, you wouldn't get that with a regular vacuum.
No, not at all. Regular vacuum is suction, basically. It's a brush, or even now they're doing away with the brushless vacuums. They're using types of material that will pick the dust up. But that's basically it. It is picking dust and hair and things like that up. And also, who really wants to pick up
if you've got a big old vacuum now?
Yeah, and do it on your bed, especially if you've been running it around, you know, where the dogs run through and things like that. You just think, well, I don't want that on my nice clean bedding. Where this one is not just a vacuum, because the thing is, now we are getting stronger and stronger pesticides to cope with what whatever we bring in or they hatch out or whatever it may be. And eventually they'll become resilient, and then for the pesticides will get stronger. Then you're into an area where you may damage fabric that you put it on.
But you don't want to be sleeping on
No,
it.
Also yourself, which is most
chemicals
important.
and things such as that.
Absolutely. So what they had to do now is to look to a different way, a humane way for us, basically, that we can use to eradicate the dust mites, the bed bugs and all the rest of it without using pesticides. And what they developed was they know UVC actually is a germicide.
Right.
Because it's measured in nanometers. That's how they measure it. If you think a human hair is 60,000 nanometers, okay? That's how fine it is. This, it has to be really low to pick the smallest amount up.
Right.
This is 250.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
So you can imagine how powerful this is.
And the particles that you can pick up
the
there.
fine particles. But what it does, it actually interrupts the DNA of the dust mite, the bed bug, the egg.
Okay.
So therefore it stops it from hatching.
Right.
So consequently, you've not used a pesticide, you've not done anything to
But
harm
you've
you.
still helped to kill.
Exactly. But what you're doing is you're disrupting that DNA of that egg, and so therefore it doesn't hatch out.
So dust mites, allergens, and picking up that dead skin as well, which attracts all those sort of things. That HEPA filtration, which is incredible, picking up the finest of particles. But that UV light really is the secret. And the vibrations, because that's making sure that even the eggs deep down in a mattress, it's beating those eggs really. Or in the dog bed, or on the sofa, or in the back of the car.
And then it's really easy to clean the machine as well. Now, it does come with HEPA filtration. What we would recommend for you, whilst we've got them in stock, is go for a second HEPA filter. They are available for you on the show. Only $13.99 for a second filter.
And when you split that cost over those 3 payments, putting it in with your machine, and that it's nothing, is it? And you've got that that extra filter that while you're washing one, you've got one that you can still use.
Yeah.
But just imagine that clean feeling. Perhaps you do go to bed and sometimes you're a little bit itchy, or perhaps that second-hand sofa when you sit in it never seems really, really clean. And honestly, getting the extra filter right now is the way to shop. And sadly, there's less filters than there are machines, so not everybody will get an extra.
It's
so
less than
shop
£5
sensibly.
extra if you're using PayPal
Which is
Pay.
brilliant. It's nothing, isn't it?
You can pay online, shopontv.co.uk. You can go to the phones, 03333 241 241. If you go to the website, you'll see all the products that we've got available on our live show. Go to the live on-air show. You'll see our YouTube channel right there. You can click and subscribe. You can message through to the studio there. But if you want to check out all the other products, we will be showing you these throughout the night. You can shop ahead of us.
Got a great mattress there. You get a 100-night sleep trial there. You really have got the most incredible technology. Again, helping you have a cleaner sort of bed as well with the silver technology. But again, that will go alongside your vacuum. We've got an incredible footstool, which has got a built-in massage function. And this is, oh my word, this was a huge seller in America and Canada. We've managed to get some stock here in the UK. And we've done, I think, 2 shows with this, haven't we? And you've absolutely loved it, because this is a footstool that has, oh my word, the most incredible roller balls that sort of knead deep into your feet to relieve tension. You've also got the air compression, which is really good for tired feet and circulation.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous feeling. You've also got built-in heat and vibration on the machine. You can use them individually, you can use them together. They run in 10-minute cycles on here, but it's a really stylish bit of furniture that's completely cordless once you've charged it, so you can take it anywhere in the home. Lots of products that we're going to run you throughout the show.
I think that's a great gift idea as well, that footstool, you know, especially if you're buying for a couple. But every home, I think, needs our Defender mattress, sofa and upholstery vacuum. And remember, it's not just a vacuum, it's got that UV light that is going to help kill the bacteria, the dust mites, the allergens, and pick up the dead skin as well. And so many people that have bought these mattress vacs in the past have just thought, oh my word, though it's something you think, do I need it? Then you're like, how on earth did I manage without
I think
it?
exactly what you said. Remember when we did that first show?
Yeah.
We were both a bit
Why
like,
did a vacuum for your
vacuum for your
mattress?
As
Yeah.
soon as we'd done the show with you,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
everyone in the studio was like, oh, I need one of those.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think everybody thinks, oh, it's a gimmick. You know, it's just another thing I've got to find a room for at home. And I've already got a vacuum. What do I need another vacuum for? But it's not.
No,
It's not
that
just
technology
that.
you talk about.
Absolutely. I mean, just for instance, you'll notice on the side there's a dehumidifier, there's the UVC, the roller, and also you've got ultrasonic. Now, ultrasonic is very good for getting rid of allergens that's in
Right.
the atmosphere and
Right.
dust.
Okay.
It attracts it to it, then it goes through the actual filter straight into the motor.
I'm super allergic to dust. I used to babysit in an old property, and it
Right.
was super clean, but it had that musty, you know, it was
Yes.
all old
Yeah.
furniture.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, by the time they came back, my eyes were streaming, I was
That's it.
coughing.
Yes.
If I could have just vacuumed the seat, I was, you know, the sofa I was sat on.
Exactly, it would have helped.
Yeah.
Because that's what this does. So not only has it got the UVC on, it's got the ultrasonic as well.
Okay.
So it's doing another job at the same time. Your roller is what the brush is basically what's beating the actual allergens that's trapped in the surfaces, because it just doesn't lie on the top. It goes into the mattress, it goes into the
brings
freebie
everything,
thing.
doesn't it? Brings
So,
all those
yeah.
nasties to the surface.
So that's what this does. It vibrates. It literally shakes it from its root up
Right.
to the top. And then you've got the UVC. Now, the UVC is what's actually getting rid of the dust mite. But more importantly, the bed bugs, because they're two different things completely.
Okay.
So you're not allergic to them normally, but there are people that are, and so consequently, because they bite and they suck the blood, so you don't really want that, you know.
Thought of it, isn't it?
But what do you tend to do? You go and buy a load of pesticide and you spray the mattress. It's expensive, and then you think, well, it's not going to just live in there. I need to do the chairs, I need to do the curtains. And before you know it, there's 10 cans of this pesticide that you've spent a lot of money on doing. Now, with this, the UVC, what that does, it actually interrupts the DNA of the egg, so it breaks the structure down, so they don't even get a chance to hatch. So you're not breathing any chemicals in, because it's doing it, if you like, by nature. The UVC light you can't see, because it's not on the human eye spectrum, so you can't see it. So they've thought about that, because people are asking, well, is it working? I can't see it. So what they've done now, if you just take a look at this part here, when I switch this on, as soon as I put it onto contact, the light comes on. That is to tell you now that the UV light is now in contact with the surface you've asked it to clean, and it's now getting rid of it.
So all those features are now activated.
Yes, are all activated,
surface.
absolutely. Now, the dehumidifying part of it is, because the very nature of if you sit on a chair or you lie in a bed, you produce moisture. There's moisture in the atmosphere, and it sits inside the material sometimes. Well, the warmth of the motor from the machine, they've actually made that work for itself, and so therefore the heat from that will help to dry out the moisture.
Oh, right.
This
So
has
as
got a
you're
lot
going-
more features than things we've done in the past,
a
hasn't it?
lot more features. It's been so popular in Italy. It's #1 out there. I mean, it's just literally taken in the world by storm, because it's compact, it's easy to use. You're not left with a mess you've got to clear up after. The worst thing you've got to do occasionally is empty it, you know, and then just wash the filter as and when you want to.
So that's a washable filter.
Washable
Great,
filter.
isn't it?
It's a HEPA filter, so do your research if you want to,
So
you know,
important.
just double check.
Yeah, if you've got allergies and things, do
Yeah.
your research on
About
HEPA
your
filtration.
HEPA. definitely. So you've got all these systems in something really. Well, it's smaller than my handbag, actually. It's a lot lighter, I might add.
But it'd be great to travel, because often if you are going to an Airbnb, or perhaps when you go on holiday, you go self-catering, we all take our cleaning products, don't we? So to throw that in the car, I know you could have, vacuum the bed down quick, you could vacuum the sofas, be ideal.
Yeah, we're talking about mattresses quite a lot, but there's so many surfaces.
Oh, everything, chairs. I mean, when you've got it in your hand, you think to yourself, well, I'll just do that while I'm in the bedroom, and I'll just go and do the lounge. And don't forget your soft furnishing. Don't forget this part of your house as well. It's not just about your furniture. You might go and buy some cushions off a market or something like that.
And some of them you can't even wash the covers, because that's what you get. And after a time you think, oh, what could be living?
Well, you see, the thing is, you have your windows open in summer. You're sitting there. The allergen and the pollen
comes
in.
You see it, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
That's true. Well, that's dead skin cells. So unfortunately, that's also collecting on there. And I might add, it's not just your dead skin cells.
Oh no! If it's something second-hand, it's everybody else's.
Even worse.
Oh, don't. Yes.
So it's just peace of mind.
And it's your pet's dead skin cells
exactly.
as well, isn't it? And whatever they're bringing in, because they bring all sorts of friends.
And the other thing, we were just saying to you, we were away for the weekend.
Yes.
Lovely hotel, but they had really nice scatter cushions. Now they don't get cleaned.
Of course they don't.
No, I often think
the runner on the bed, things like that. They don't wash them anymore.
No.
Do they?
They don't also take the bed head off and do that.
No, that's it.
Probably might do it every so often. It's just things like that. That it's just peace of mind. It's the curtains you can run up, to get rid of the pollen.
Well, you might have bought a second-hand sofa, and
Absolutely.
and it looks great, but it does feel that little bit.
It's not yours, is it?
Yeah, because perhaps they had a dog, or perhaps
rented accommodation.
But like you say, it's just any sort of dust and dander and.
Absolutely. I mean, rented accommodation you might be going into.
Yes.
Or you might have just brought a house and they've said, oh, we'll leave you the carpets and the curtains, and you think, well, great, because that's going to help me. I'm not going to have to spend so much money. But you want to make it yours.
You want to make it sure it's
and
clean.
it's not just about vacuuming it.
Yeah.
It's a bit more than that.
I think that's what we have to keep reiterating with something like this. It's the way it pounds the surface to bring all those nasties to the surface.
And it does something once it's done that.
Yeah. It's not just bringing it to the surface, is it?
No, it's using the UVC light, as I say, to interrupt the DNA structure of the egg, so therefore it can't hatch out in the first place.
Right.
And basically your pesticides will do a simpler version of that, but it's not just the egg and the mite, it's probably everything else that you've got around, and you're breathing it in as well.
Of course. It's such great technology. It's not just for mattresses, remember. You can use it on cushions, pillows. We talked about the divan, the headboard, your sofas, any upholstery, really.
Anything. Your car, you could take it outside and do
I think it's great in the back of the car, because nearly all of us buy a second-hand car.
Yeah.
And again, getting those seats properly cleaned up.
Yes.
But not only cleaned up visually, because, I mean, the suction's fantastic for getting the bits. And, of course, it's got HEPA filtrations, picking up the tiniest bits. But it is that UV technology that's also helping to kill the nasties.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you might think, well, I just want to vacuum in the car because, I don't know, been to the garden centre and there's some soil down there. Well, why not do the same thing? Do two jobs. You're not having to go and get another machine out to do another job.
And because it's so lightweight and compact, it's a much better system to take to the car to use on your sofa. And seeing all the bits and pieces.
Well, it's so fine, isn't it, what you see it collects, that dust.
Very, very fine. You've got, as I say, the two filters, the mesh and inside, and also the little round one you saw there. All is washable, which I like.
Yeah, that's great.
So consequently, you can get rid of anything that you want to and just keep it nice and fresh. And because it's easy to use, it's just getting in routine. Just grab it. In fact, someone who I know, they said exactly the same. Well, what would I need it for? I have a cleaner. You know, so why would I need it? They come and clean. And I said, well, I'll tell you what.
Has she got a UV light?
Yeah. I said, I'll tell you what, you take this one home, mine.
Right.
I said, do your mattress yourself and
what
have a
comes out
look.
of it.
Yes. Needless to say, she was on the phone the next day. Yes, please. And I said, well, this is it. Because, yes, you can run a cloth over the mattress. You can run a cloth over the headboard. But you're not killing anything that you can't see.
Not sort of that deep down clean, is
But
it?
this is
that
what
you're
that's
getting with
doing.
this.
Yeah.
I'm super busy already. Incredible technology and a crazy price as well. Do go for the extra HEPA filter.
Definitely.
It's only like an extra £5 in your shopping basket if you are buying. And I think that's a really nice idea because then you've always got a spare. Because they wash, you can wash and let one dry and you've still got one to use.
Yeah, definitely worth adding that
Second-hand
in.
caravan.
And
Perhaps you've bought a caravan.
Yeah, we've put the
And it just
details
feels-
on the screen for the filter. 499094. Stop itching.
Oh, it does
it's
make you
making
itch,
me
doesn't it, when
itch.
you think about those things?
So do add in that second filter that you see there. And so far, everybody's doing
Yeah,
that.
it's a good idea, that.
But the main deal should be $169.99, remember? But look at the price we've got it for. Now's the time to get this. $89.99. You don't even have to pay that. $31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal payments.
Perhaps you've got people visiting for Christmas and perhaps they always bring their dog and perhaps you're not really a dog person, but you let them bring it, but you never feel that everything's really clean after the dog's been. So again, you can vacuum up all that sofa, the chair that it's at, the bed that they slept on as well. Honestly, it's phenomenal. I think every home should have one. And we were just perhaps like you, really, do I need a mattress for my vacuum and my sofa? But when you know the technology, that UV light that helps to kill
So many surfaces you
dust
can use.
mites,
Yeah.
bed bugs.
UVC lights,
What
that
the dog
12,000 beats
brings in.
per minute. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? It's not the only item we've got on the show, remember. Go to the website and you'll see everything that we've got available for you. Go to the live section that you see there and scroll down to all the different products that you can see there. We've got a fabulous mattress we're going to talk about in a moment. If you are going for the mattress vac, make sure you add in that second filter that we've got for you. So if you want to go for the mattress, we've got all sizes available from single through to Super King. It's a great mattress with lots of features. In fact, we should talk you through that right now because feature-wise, when it comes to this, there's so much to talk about. It's a luxury end mattress at entry-level prices. That's why it's so popular whenever we have it. And feature-wise, there's loads of features here, isn't there?
Feature-packed, it's all the right ingredients to a good night's sleep. So when you actually see all the different layers, all the different technology.
Well, it's got 5-zone technology, so it gives you more support in the areas where we traditionally carry more weight. It's got an antibacterial silver treatment. It's got silver threads sewn through the mattress. You've got that luxury Italian memory foam and a 100-night sleep trial. That means you get it home, you take off all the packaging, and you've got 100 nights to try it out.
So that's how many months is 100 nights? That's like
3.5.
3.5 months. So where are we right now? I'm lost. It's November, isn't it?
It's already November.
So, well, the rest of November, December, January. So trying this through the winter months, over Christmas, honestly, you have got a mattress that I really do think can change the way you sleep. With that 5-zone technology, making sure where you perhaps wake up and you feel, you know, you've slept funny on your sort of side, or it's your hips, or perhaps you will get a dead arm and get pins and needles. That memory foam molds around your shape. So it makes sure you feel like you're sleeping on a cloud. You've got this instant comfort and it relieves any pressure. Some mattresses you can lay down and you are uncomfortable, aren't you? You can't get your arm quite right, or you try and lay on your back and it's a bit funny on your back. This will always work with you, with your body shape, with your body weight, which is fantastic.
And that's how memory foam works. It reacts to your body weight, your body temperature. It evenly distributes your body weight. If you carry more weight in a particular area on your body, there's no pressure points. Nothing fights back or pushes back against you. You get into bed and you have that instant comfort. The memory foam is built into these quilted squares.
And it feels amazing.
It really does. It's got great finish, great design. And like we say, when it comes to the layers that you've got inside there, well, you've got that anti-allergy silver treatment.
And do your own research on silver, why they put it into plasters and things such as that. So that's great technology to have in a mattress. But then you've got that fantastic memory foam, which we're saying you really can, as soon as you sit and lay onto this bed, you really feel the benefit of memory foam. For us, it's something we absolutely swear by. And then under that, you've got the 5-zone technology, and that works with the heavier areas of your body. So you've got more support where you are heavier, like your hips and things like that. So again, you've got the support that you need, because that's what's really important with a mattress. It's not just about comfort, it's also about having that right support all night long as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. You need that support for the alignment of the body. You need that comfort so that you fall asleep.
And a non-slip base. So that's great, because it's not going to slip and slide on whatever bed frame you've got. But also it's good for your sheets, because it sort of makes them hold a little bit better as well.
Off on the corners of the mattress. The other great thing with the mattress like this is you've got that motion isolation. There's no transfer of movement.
So if you sleep with a partner, they do say that you're less likely to get a good night's sleep if you sleep with a partner, because they disturb you as well. Perhaps they're getting up to go to toilet. Perhaps they do shifts and they get to bed late. Perhaps you've got a little baby, and when one of you gets up to feed the baby, you're both awake because you feel that movement, don't you, on the bed. With this, you don't feel any movement. So if you do sleep with a partner, if they are getting up and down to bed, you know, at night, it's not disturbing you. If they do have to get up to do an early shift, it's not disturbing you. And sleep is just so important. You know, if you don't get a good night's sleep, what you're like that next day. You're snappy, you're irritable, aren't you? You fall out with a loved one over absolutely nothing. They've gone out of the house, you're not talking, you're like, what was that about? And it's just because you're tired. For me, I get very low when I'm tired, but actually go onto the internet and just put, is sleep good for my health? Our bodies are meant to recharge. And I think we're so happy to spend money on phones and TVs and upgrade everything. But actually we spend such a time in bed, and it's vital time. We can charge our mobile phones, can't we? We charge our cordless vacuums and things. But we have to recharge, and we can't plug ourselves in. It's us getting a good night's sleep. And sometimes now we're so limited on the length of sleep that we get. You want to make sure you get a good night's sleep from the minute you get into bed. And if you're tossing and turning trying to get comfortable, that's time wasted. With memory foam, with this technology, with all these key ingredients to a good night's sleep, you get that instant comfort. You get off to sleep quicker. This is what it's all about. It's trying to get you to sleep quicker, keep you asleep for longer. And if you know if you're tired, if you're watching a movie, you'll nod off to sleep. So you can't say in your head when you get into bed, oh, my mind just won't switch off, because you know if you're tired, you fall asleep if you're comfortable. I truly believe if you're not sleeping well, it's down to what you're sleeping on. And Sean, the best thing with this is you can actually try it. So if you're at home thinking, I wonder, you know, I've never bought a mattress off the television. You get it home and you try and test it.
Well, when it arrives, first of all, this is another great thing about the mattress. We've been to the mattress factories and seen this technology. The mattresses are flattened, they're folded again, and then they're rolled. So when it arrives, it looks like a giant sausage roll. You won't think it's a mattress. It means it's really easy to get to any room of choice. Take it to your room of choice, take off all the packaging, just make sure you keep hold of the plastic in case you change your mind. But you've got 100 nights then to sleep on this and to try it out, to make sure it's the right mattress for you. When you do decide, you've then got a 5-year warranty as well on the mattress. At these kind of prices, entry-level prices, but luxury-level mattresses. We've got all sizes from single through to super king.
And huge savings.
Yep, and that silver that's sewn through the top of the mattress, it is antibacterial. That luxury Italian memory foam that you see there adapts to the shape of your body. It really is that luxury feel with pressure relief as soon as you get into bed. It distributes your body weight, and it doesn't matter what shape you are, what shape your partner is. You don't get that sleep disturbance because you don't get the movement transferring.
And it molds to your body. So perhaps you've got a pregnant tummy and you can't get your tummy comfortable. This will mold around your tummy. It doesn't matter if you sleep on your front, your side or your back. This will work for you. And Sean getting on and off the bed there, on my side of the bed, I can't feel
Well, on a sprung
any
mattress,
movement.
the whole mattress moves. Every action causes an equal and opposite reaction when it's
When we
sprung.
first got memory foam, I got in bed and I was like this. Look, you're not moving because you really
Look,
don't
with
feel.
all that movement over there,
There's
happening
no
over here.
movement on the other side of the bed.
it doesn't move whatsoever because of the way it's designed. Remember, you've also got that support system. If you've got 5 different zones of support, so areas where we traditionally carry more weight, there's more support in the mattress. You never turn it over. So when you change the bed, sometimes you use to spin the mattress over. You can rotate it if you want to, if you're a different shape and size to your partner.
But the great thing is,
flip it over.
when you get out of bed, it very much goes back to being a brand new mattress. Though while you're in bed, it moulds around your shape and it works for you to help so you don't get the pressure points, so you don't get that dead arm, you don't get those pins and needles. But when you get out of bed, it will feel like a brand new mattress. It goes back to how the mattress was.
Can see it literally does that. That's what memory foam does. It remembers its own shape, and when your weight's taken away from it, it goes back to that original shape that it was.
Something we absolutely swore by. We both very much came into TV selling memory foam, and our whole family, everybody has memory foam mattresses because we just couldn't believe the difference it made to your night's sleep. Price-wise, you've got incredible prices, but the biggest thing is, for the stock we've got, and we haven't got loads of stock, you've got the opportunity to try this for 100 nights. So in my mind, that brings you very much to the end of January for you to try and test this and see how better you sleep, because we truly do believe a mattress like this can make such a difference to the way that you sleep. But go onto the website, shopontv.co.uk, have a little nosy, and when you go to order your size, it will click then to the price, and you'll find you have got huge savings. So the single there, normally £449, but today £235, so you're saving £214. But then if you go to the double normally £499, that's down to £285, and that is a saving of £214. Your king size normally, and these are great prices, normally £549 down to £385, so that's a saving of £164. And then Super King, but remember, we haven't got a great deal of stock on all of these. The Super King should be £649, it's down to £485, and that is a saving of £164. Don't forget, on all of those prices, you can of course use PayPal Pay in 3. And the wonderful thing is you have got that 100-night sleep trial. Italian memory foam, silver treatment, antibacterial, silver thread going through that fantastic memory foam. And that clever technology that gives you the right support, that 5-zone technology, so you know you've got the right support in the right areas. It's like your mattress has been made bespoke for you, really.
For you and also for your partner. That's the great thing about it. Now, whatever size you want to go for, 208840 is the item number. Hugely reduced prices. You've got PayPal Pay in 3 across all the sizes. But imagine getting into bed every night and it being the most comfortable place in your home. It really is the ultimate in luxury, ultimate pressure relief, ultimate comfort, but also support when you get into bed. It's a luxury level of mattress from Adormo, and they've got a massive array of experience from lots of different companies.
Yeah, they truly
at
have. So much knowledge that they've put together to make one mattress that really has the key ingredients to a good night's sleep. Busy on the mattress already. Grab it while the stock is there. We've worked it out. You can try it until about the 13th of February. How brilliant is
Just
that?
before Valentine's.
Yeah. And talk about absolute luxury. Oh my word, my feet are in absolute luxury right now. This is the most incredible footstool.
Well, when you look at it, first
It's
of
stunning.
all, it's a great looking footstool, but it's so much more than that. Now, this is the brown option that you see there. This button here is the release button for you to open it up, because inside you've got, again, great technology, but boy, oh boy, have you got luxury here as well. Now, once you've charged it, it's completely cordless. It's brown, it's blue, or it's grey when it comes to the colour options. But these little foot socks that you see here, they're removable. So if you want to share this with the family, you can take those out and wash them and clean them. It takes up to a size 14 foot. but when you put your feet inside there, this is where the magic happens, because there's so much technology inside here. First of all, if you want a massage, you've got it in the stool.
I'm getting it right now, these kneading balls in the bottom of your feet, those tired feet that you've been stood on all day. Perhaps you suffer with your feet, and you always have. There's nothing worse than when you get home and you can't get your shoes off because your feet have swollen up. Having that kneading at the bottom of the feet and those roller balls, honestly, it's heaven. But actually, though it's absolute heaven on your feet, there's parts of your feet that connect to parts of your body. So for me, I truly believe that action that you're having on your feet also relaxes the whole of your body. My friend had a very disabled sister, and she couldn't take tablets. So if she had a tummy ache or a headache, she couldn't take tablets. They were taught how to actually massage her feet.
It's all the different pressure points,
to help get rid of a tummy ache, to help get rid of a headache. So I think it's just so relaxing for the whole body.
That's just one of the features, that we saw there.
I've got more going on.
The controls are absolutely brilliant because they're so straightforward. You've got your power button right here. You can see how premium the finish is on this machine. For this price, for this kind of technology, it's brilliant. Now, this one on the far end is the intensity level. So you can go from green to amber for mid-intensity, up to red for the highest of intensities that you see there. Really simple.
Really easy.
If you want to add in different features, that's what you're doing with all of these buttons.
So the green gives you compression, vibration and the roller. The yellow gives you compression and the roller. And the red is just vibration. And then you can control the heat as and when you want to. So it's relieving tension, it's working on tired feet, it helps to improve circulation as well. Perhaps that's an issue for you. That warmth is soothing those feet as well. And absolutely heaven on your feet. Perhaps you come in, perhaps you're a delivery person, and your feet are like ice.
Your feet all day.
And it's cold. I used to deliver milk for years when I was young, when I was going through dance college and through school, and my feet would be ice cold. My legs would be ice cold. This would have been heaven to get in, put my feet on here with the heat on, because if your feet are cold, you're cold.
Yeah, the whole of your body's cold, isn't it? But it's not just about heat, like we say. There's so many different features with the Oasis footstool. If you want to get hold of it, 875194 is the item number. In fact, feature-wise, let's remind you of all the different things that you've got here. But first of all, it transforms just from a footrest to so much. Not only has it got massaging rollers there, it's got the air compression. I wasn't sure I'd like that, but
it's
I really
lovely.
loved it.
And that's great to help with circulation.
Heat therapy there as well, like we were talking about. Vibration to relax you. Completely wireless once you've charged it. And those socks, the foot covers that are inside there are they're on a zip. They're removable. They can go into the washing machine. And designed to fit up to a size 14. 875194 is the item number. You've got the brown and the grey, which are a material like a marl finish, and then the blue is like a faux velvet. That's the most vulnerable.
That's like a teal blue, which would be a real sort of one-off colour in a living room, but it is the most vulnerable, the blue. So if you do want it, we're very, very low on stock. I think this could be a great gift idea for a couple. Perhaps you've got grandparents that got a special anniversary coming up and you don't know what to buy them, and they've always got achy, tired feet. Or perhaps you've got parents that, you know, coming up to Christmas and you think, what can I get? This is the gift that just keeps on giving. And as a family, you could do a payment each. You could split that as PayPal, pay in 3. You could do one payment each, and that is a great present, like I say, that just keeps on giving. And to actually sit down, and it's a lovely feeling having your feet massaged, but I wouldn't want somebody else to massage my feet, if that makes sense. No, I bet if you asked your partner saying, would you massage my feet, they'd be like that, no thank you. I don't think we really particularly like each other's feet, but the sensation that you get from this. That's very true, actually. The sensation you get with the air compression, which is really great for circulation, with the roller balls, I'm not going to go into that, with that really deep sort of massage to relieve tension, with the vibration that relaxes and stimulates the muscles, and also, of course, the tired feet improves the circulation, and that warmth that really is super soothing. It is, and honestly, a brilliant product that we are very low on stock. So if you are thinking Christmas gift-wise, I think you do need to buy it now, because sadly I don't know if we'll get more stock in now before Christmas.
I love the fact that you can personalise the type of treatment that you can have from the footstool if you want to have
it's a great
everything
footstool.
together. Yeah, it's a great look.
Height-wise, I think normally footstools are too low because you're meant to put your feet up.
It's supposed to be elevated.
And it is such a good height. And the other great thing is over Christmas, it's an extra seat for somebody's bottom if you've got extra visitors and you haven't got room on the sofa.
It's a really sturdy bit of kit. You charge it at the front of the machine. There's a socket there that you just plug in. Once it's charged, it's completely cordless. If it does run flat and you want to use it while it's charging, you can do that as well. So it's brilliant.
It does. It ticks so many boxes. And, of course, so easy to order on our website. But what you must do is check your baskets through. I think we're going to have a bit of a busy night this morning.
Yeah, on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Easiest way to find everything that we've got available for you. We've got over 700,000 products on the website.
Yes, have your Christmas shopping.
Have
a nosy.
Brilliant for you. There'll be lots of items there that you might not even think that we would carry here at Shop on TV. We've got some great designer fragrances on there. We've got a massive array of products, so you could do all your Christmas shopping on the Shop on TV website that you can see there. We've got some great heated products. If you've been a bit chilly, we've got heated blankets. We've got rechargeable hot water bottles on there that are sealed, so you don't have to worry about them leaking in any way. So a great array of products on the show that we'll be showing you tonight, but check everything out there on the website. You can still order on the phone if you wish. 03333 241 241.
Yeah, honestly, do have a little nosy on the website. Pop everything into your basket, because we have got some fantastic gift ideas. But I think products that everybody needs in their home. So whether you're shopping for yourself or whether you're shopping for gifts, it's the time to buy, isn't it?
It is. Get yourself organised, can't you? So whatever you're ordering, be quick, pop it in your basket, check your basket out and confirm your orders. And remember, you can watch us every night on Freeview from midnight. That's Freeview 89. And then through the hours of midnight and 3 a.m, we're joined by ITV1 and STV. And you can catch us in the daytime.
Yeah,
as well.
you can watch us on +1 as well. So if you are watching on +1 at any point, just check stock, because sometimes things do disappear very quickly. But don't go anywhere. We've got loads more demonstrations to show you. If you haven't seen our mattress, upholstery and sofa vac, stay with us. We'll see you in a minute.
Merry Christmas!
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we have got a tremendous show tonight. We've got a product that you might think, first of all, do I need this? Oh my goodness. Wait till you hear what it actually does, because every home should have one of these.
We've popped some details on the screen. It says it's a mattress vac. It is, but it's also an upholstery vac. It's going to be used on sofas, on dog beds. In fact, we should let the lady who knows everything when it comes to cleaning to tell us all about it. Bev's here.
Good morning, everybody.
What a great bit of kit.
Fantastic. You don't know you need one until you've tried it.
Yes,
It's that sort of thing. Right, it's not just a mattress vac. It can do any fabric whatsoever. But it's not just a vacuum.
No.
Because it's actually killing the dust mites, and it's also able to kill the bed bugs, which is very important. It also helps to remove the allergens that we have in our atmosphere and in our home. And also, it's lightweight, it's easy to use, and it's doing all those jobs in one. What a fantastic piece of kit, it really is. I'll tell you more about it in a moment.
There's so much technology to talk about.
It's that deep down clean. It's that UV light technology that's helping to kill the nasties. And it's working with bacteria, but dust mites, bed bugs, perhaps the bits that the dogs and the cats have brought in. It's got the HEPA filtration, so your dead skin cells, which those nasties like to feed off, or the cat and the dog's dead skin cells.
Yeah, all those fine particles. When it comes to using it, it's simple, it's lightweight, and it's a great price. It should be £169. 169.99. It's down to 89.99 or 31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. You're seeing a variety of surfaces that you can use it on. Mattresses, sofas, cushions, dog beds.
The car seat, perhaps you got a second-hand car, perhaps you bought a second-hand caravan, and actually the sofa just feels a little bit itchy and you can't get that sofa clean. You can't put the sofa into the washing machine, but what you're doing is you're vacuuming with such great suction. It's even got this vibrating brush, vibrates up to 12,000 times per minute. So it also knocks all the deep down bits and pieces in the sofas and in your chairs, on your mattress. But this then allows the UV light to truly help kill the dust mites, to work with the bacteria, the allergens, the dead skin. Absolutely incredible technology that we were like, do we need a vacuum for our... We're like, oh my goodness, yes we do. That deep down clean.
Yeah, once we talked about it and seen the technology that you can see here, this has got more technology than we've ever done in a machine like this. And Bev's going to talk us through that. Really powerful suction, as Hayley was saying, but it beats the surface 12,000 times per minute to bring all those horrible things that we want to get rid of to the surface. Now there's the HEPA filtration. You can see the fine particles and dust and all those nasties that you're going to collect. If you are going for this, we would recommend you go for a second HEPA filter. They're just at the bottom of the screen, the details there for you. So if you do want to add those in, you can. It's just $13.99 extra. If you put it in your basket on PayPal, it's just $4.66. The other great thing is the machine all comes to part. So when you want to clean the machine...
Well, when you're thinking about what you're picking up, that is fantastic, isn't it? And of course, that HEPA filtration is washable, but do go for that spare that Sean was telling you about. There isn't enough to go alongside all the vacuums that we've got, so please grab it while the stock is there. We've had so many emails over the past, and this is the most powerful mattress vac, upholstery vac, sofa vac that we've had. But over the years, we've had emails about people that have got Airbnbs buying this because they think it's a great selling point. We really deep down clean our mattresses and our sofas.
Well, you're sanitising, aren't you? As well as cleaning, you're sanitising. So 965429 is your item number. Easiest way to order is the website, but you can do it on the phones as well. Take advantage of PayPal. Bev, let's get started with all that technology we've got.
Absolutely, because it's not, as I say, just a vacuum.
No.
And I think you do. When you get it, you look and think to yourself, well, I could go and lift my big vacuum on the bed and just give it a quick vacuum. Yes, but the thing is, your big vacuum hasn't got UVC light.
Now, that's, that's the technology.
Exactly. It's not ultrasound either, so therefore it's not getting rid of all the allergens that's inside there. Now, how it works, the UVC light, what it will do is it disrupts the structure of the egg, of the mite, or of the bedbug.
Right.
So therefore, it just can't hatch out.
So it doesn't ever grow.
It doesn't ever grow, just can't hatch out. So consequently, you're doing it humanely, if you like. You're not using any pesticides. Because what happens is, they become really resistant to a lot of pesticides.
They build that resistance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So therefore, the pesticides then have to get stronger and stronger and stronger till they get to a point where it's going to start and damage fabrics. And more importantly,
I wouldn't want to, sleep in an environment where you've used things like that. Or even sit in an environment where you've used things like that.
Exactly, which is not doing you any good or the environment. So they've had to develop a way to be able to get rid of these things without having to use pesticide. So basically, we're going back to the old ways, if you like, to UVC, which will totally disrupt the DNA of these animals and the eggs. But you can't see UVC. Okay. You can see UVA and you can see UVB, but you can't see UVC. It's not on the human eye spectrum.
So how do we know it's working then?
Well, they've decided to be able to put something on to tell you. Now, I want you just to have a look at this at the back when I switch this on, okay? Now, as soon as it gets into contact with the surface you're asking it to clean, the UVC light comes on.
So that's all the technology.
That's all the technology. Take it off.
Clever.
Put it back on, it comes back on. And that tells me now that the UVC light is working and it's helping to get rid of those bed bugs and those dust mites. Now also you have 12,000 vibrations per minute. So in other words, you've got 12,000 vibrations that's doing this to every surface that you've got, because they don't just lay their eggs on
the
so they could be
surface.
deep in the mattress, deep in the sofa.
Exactly. So it needs to be brought to the top.
So it's a bit like when we used to throw a mat over the
exactly
line in the
Yeah.
garden, and we used to beat
Exactly.
it, didn't we, with the broom,
Yes.
and all the dust had come out. It's doing the same sort of thing.
It's doing the same thing, and you could never do 12,000
No,
beats
no.
per minute.
No.
No. But this can, and that's what it's doing. So it's getting deeper into whatever you're asking it
So
to
it's
clean.
Bringing it all to the surface.
Bringing it surface.
But then when it gets to the surface,
Aha. There's two things on that, okay? Now you've got UVC, which I've explained,
Yep.
but also you've got the ultrasound. Now what ultrasound does, it attracts dust to it, and it also helps to get rid of the allergens. So that's pollen and things like that, dead skin cells. It attracts to it. It's like a magnet, if you like, pulls it in. Now it's not only vibration, it's also suction.
and it's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Powerful.
super powerful.
Yes. So it's all right vibrating this and bringing it to the surface. You then need to take it away,
Yeah.
basically. So this is why they give you the suction. So it's taking it away. Now, it doesn't matter if I'm using it in that direction or I want to do the soft furnishing
Yes.
and tip it virtually upside down, or the bed head.
I often think about bed heads in hotels,
Fabric.
or if you bought a second-hand bed,
Yeah.
that's somebody else's bed, someone else's dead skin
Absolutely.
cells.
Absolutely.
Renting.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. You know, you can also do round the base of the
Yes.
bed. You can do your chairs. You could do your curtains if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
The back of the car seat, if you bought a caravan, the
Absolutely.
caravan seats. Sometimes
Absolutely.
you buy something second-hand and it looks great, but then it always feels that little bit, I don't know, a little bit unclean.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
can't put those things into the washing
No.
machine, but it's
No.
giving it a deep down clean.
It's giving it a deep down clean, but not only is it giving it a deep down clean, it's actually doing something
Yeah.
to what it's picking up.
Yes.
So therefore, because like in a lot of things like pet fleas and all that lot, they'll hatch out again, you know, after a certain time. But this, as I say, actually alters the DNA structure. So consequently, that stops that from happening. And you've not had to breathe in any unwanted chemical. Now, there's one other thing on here as well. Because the very nature of it being electric, it creates a small warmth around the machine from the motor.
Right.
So what they've done, they've actually utilised this heat by it's like a dehumidifier.
Oh,
so the
right.
moisture that lives within your fabrics, okay, because when you've been
draws
to
that
bed,
as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
it dries the actual moisture as well. Because wherever you sit or lay,
Yeah.
you produce moisture.
You sweat, don't you?
You
Yeah.
sweat,
We all sweat,
exactly.
That's
so therefore,
brilliant.
you can actually help to dry. So it's utilising that all the time. Now, let me just do this chair a second, because I've done very briefly the mattress, and we've just done a little bit of the board and also of the pillar. So I'm just going to have a look just
Ooh,
to
I
see
can
what we've
see what's in there.
collected. Yeah.
I loved what you said a little bit earlier to us. Bev was saying a friend said, "Oh, I don't think I need one of those," and then she took it home. She borrowed it
Yeah.
and saw what came.
Bev
out
says,
of
have
the
a
bed
look
and the
what
mat."
you'll
Oh,
find.
get
Because
ready.
she had a cleaner, this lady, and she
Yes,
could
she
not
did.
believe what came out of her mattress that she thought had been cleaned, you know, quite frequently.
I just got a piece of white card just so you can see it. So I'm not.
What's in there, Bev?
Oh, it just makes me itch.
Gosh.
And when you do look what
And
can
that's just
live
from that little bit.
in your mattress,
Yeah.
and if you have got pets,
Oh.
they bring in all
Excuse me,
sorts of
Alice.
itchy bits and
Oh,
pieces.
look how fine that is.
That's how fine
and
that does.
and that's that HEPA filtration that's picking
Yeah,
up the fines
that's
and
all
keeping
washing.
them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all washable. That's your other little HEPA filter.
Ooh.
I mean, oh dear, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Now, if you are going for this, go for that second HEPA filter. It's available for you just at the bottom of the screen there. It's only $13.99 or $4.66 on your first of 3
And if you suffer with
got
allergies
one
and
there.
things, oh gosh.
You've also got another little filter there, which is all washable.
Brilliant.
So this is why it will get rid of those fine particles of dust.
So for me, I really suffer with dust.
Yes.
That makes my eyes stream. If a place is really
Absolutely.
dusty,
Yes.
gets right down my throat, that'd be brilliant.
But
wouldn't
also
it?
your ultrasound will do that as well.
Wow.
So you've got,
many technologies.
yeah.
Isn't there?
I mean, to say it's such a small unit, you've got ultrasound, you've got UVC, you've got the vibration wave, and also you've got this dehumidifier that helps to pull the moisture out of whatever you're vacuuming. Pet beds, it's absolutely invaluable.
Imagine
for.
what comes up in a pet bed. Right,
Yes.
we did a previous machine to this. It had nowhere near the amount of technology you've got here. All the specification, this is much higher, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was so popular because when you think about what can be living in your sofas, in your mattresses, oh my word, just makes you itch. And that's you know, there's dust mites, there's allergens, there's bacteria. But if you have got pets, honestly, what they bring in, and you let them lay on the bed, you let them lay on the sofa,
absolutely.
it's that deep down clean with a vacuum with
mind.
so much technology.
It's peace of mind. And also the thing is, I mean, what I do, I'll change my bed in every week, once a week.
Yeah.
And I'm just in a routine now that before I swap over to the next bed in, I just run over with...
And it's so lightweight, it's
it is.
easy. When you
Yeah.
go on self-catering holidays, you can
not a
clean.
big job,
No,
is it?
take it with you.
Yeah. It's lightweight. You don't need a good degree in technology to work it.
We like that.
You know, this is what we like because the more complicated it is, then you tend to put it back in the box and forget about it. But it's so many uses that you can use it for. I tell you, when you get it home, it's not only the mattress you'll be doing, you'll be thinking, well, I'll just run around that chair and I'll just do those curtains. in
I think
that
you often
corner.
think about cushions and things, don't you, that you can't wash. Perhaps the
Pillows.
covers don't come off.
Yeah.
Your pillows,
If your
yes.
pillows aren't, lots of pillows aren't washable, are
No,
they?
Yeah, no.
Have you ever washed a pillow? I come out looks like a marshmallow when I'm done with that. So, you know, I think, well, I'm going to throw it away afterwards, but I get a little bit longer out of it because I use the mattress fan.
And you might have had a second-hand sofa, a second-hand car, perhaps there's car seats in the back that just feel a little bit, perhaps a caravan, and you've bought and you love the caravan, but the seats, you just can't get them properly, they don't feel clean.
Well, it's not just washing, is it? This is deep down cleaning, this is sanitizing, this is bringing all those nasties from the
and
depth
helping
of
to
the
kill
cushions.
those nasties. Oh, honestly, when you actually look onto the internet and look what that can live in your mattress. Oh, when you look at bed bugs
Then
and
you'll
dust
want
mites and make sure it's in, and then think of what the dog brings in, and you're like, everybody's itch. Your niece, she got a puppy. They got a new house, new sofa, got a puppy.
Everything was
bought
new.
it back. The puppy was everywhere. They loved it until they all started itching. And it brought in fleas. And that would have been brilliant just to know the peace of mind you've got rid. But don't go anywhere, we've got loads to show you. So please do stay with us. We've got a great night coming up.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Hello, welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we have got, oh my word, a fantastic product that I think every home needs.
We're really excited to bring you a mattress vacuum, but it's not just for mattresses. It's for sofas, it's for upholstery, it's for curtains.
The car seats, the caravan seats, but then it's not just a vacuum.
No, because it's got amazing technology. And when we bring you machines like this, cleaning innovations, we bring you our very own cleaning innovation. The lovely Bev Hare is with us. Lovely to see you again.
Good morning, everybody.
Now, technology that we've got here.
Oh, yeah, and in such a nice, neat, compact unit.
Yeah.
So you've not only got a mattress vacuum or an upholstery vacuum, you've also got something that'll kill the bed bugs, also the dust mites. Also, there's something on here which I'm going to explain a bit later on. Also, to get rid of allergens, pollen, and not only just get rid of it and put it into the machine, it actually kills it.
It
well.
is so clever.
It's so easy.
It's got vibration as well, so it actually beats the mattress, the sofa, so it's getting the deep down nasties to come to the top. And it's like we say, not just for a mattress. Think about what can be living in your pillows,
Yeah.
in the headboard.
Headboard, pillows, curtains, you name it. And what it does, it actually takes it in there, and it's got something in UVC. And so what it does, it actually alters the DNA structure of the flea egg or the dust mite or the bed bug, and it stops them from hatching completely.
Yes.
But the beauty of this is you're not using any kind of pesticide whatsoever.
Okay.
It's all done, if you like, nature's way.
Brilliant.
That's what we want.
And we've got so much technology to talk you through, but think about all the different surfaces that you're going to use this on. And look at the price. It should be $169.99. It's down to $89.99. And PayPal Pay in 3, $31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Massively busy already. 965429 is the item number if you want to add it to your basket. And the website's the easiest way, shopontv.co.uk to shop for it.
And it's helping to fight those dust mites, the bed bugs, allergens, your skin, your dead skin that attracts all those bits and pieces as well. In your mattresses, your pillows, your sofas. It could be that second-hand sofa. It could be the back car seat. Perhaps they had a dog and that seat never feels clean. Perhaps you've got pets. And again, the sofa can feel a little bit itchy at times. The great thing is you've got amazing suction, and this is the most powerful actual mattress vacuum that we've had.
And the most features.
Absolutely the most features. And that UV lamp, remember, you're not just vacuuming, you're killing the dust mites, you're killing and helping to kill those horrible fleas and bits and pieces. You're picking up that bacteria and the allergens, the dead skin, with that HEPA filtration. And honestly, this, I think, can change how clean your home feels.
Also, the vacuum itself is great suction on there.
But great as well for delicate fabrics.
Yes, it
so
doesn't
whatever
matter what
you
surface,
might
yeah.
be curtains, it might be some really delicate sort of pillows. But that's what you really see when you empty it for the first time, what you've been living with.
Yeah, Bev will show us that as we go through the show. That HEPA filtration, make sure you go for a second HEPA filter, I would. Then you've always got one on the machine. You've always got one that you can clean. Just at the bottom of the screen there, if you add it into your PayPal basket, it's just an extra $4.66. The machine all comes apart so you can clean the machine itself.
And you'd want to, wouldn't you? Because you're picking up things that I think are a bit itchy and nasty.
Yeah, there's that extra filter we were talking about. Really easy to take it out and clean as well. But if you want to go for the machine, whilst we've got it in stock, 965429 is your item number. And we're going to get Bev to talk us through all that technology.
We should warn you as well that we haven't got as many filters as we have machines. So please, if you do want the extra filter, most of you putting them in your baskets, but really only about half of you will actually get them. So grab those really quick.
So technology-wise, Bev,
Right.
because some of the terminology, it's a bit confusing.
It can be quite confusing. The thing is, it's not just a mattress vacuum, okay? Because yes, we could lift our big vacuum onto the bed. That requires suction, and you've got a roller that goes around and beats up so much of the actual
awkward.
thing. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And usually if you've got one that you've, put into the electricity thing, that makes it even more awkward, doesn't it? Right. Okay. So not only have you got a vacuum here to be able to take the dirt and debris away, but if you've got bed bugs, which last year there was the biggest explosion
In all the
ever.
papers, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing is, they're only going to get worse, they're not going to get better. So consequently, we need to think about how we can get rid of them if we are unfortunate. And that isn't down to the fact is of how clean you are or not clean. It's down to the fact is we go on holiday, we bring them back in the suitcases. One of the big outbreaks in Europe, they found it traced them back that it was bringing home in the backpacks from the children from school. So consequently, you can even do your bike inside your backpack.
Yeah, your suitcases when you come back off holiday, yeah.
Absolutely. So all of those things you can use them to do. Now, how it works, it has UVC and it also has its ultrasonic. Now, the UVC, we all know UVA, UVB, but UVC is not something we're familiar with. And it's a bacteria killing mechanism, if you like, and it's measured in nanometers.
Right.
That's how they do it. Now, obviously, the lower the number of nanometers, the finer of the dust and the dead skin cells and also the dust mites it can pick up. So just to give you an idea, a human hair is 60,000 nanometers, okay?
Right.
This is taken down to 250.
Wow. So fine, fine.
So that is fine, fine.
Wow.
Fine.
We ain't seeing that,
Okay.
Bev, are we?
No. But also, you can't see UVC from the human eye.
Okay.
It's not on the human eye spectrum. So they thought, oh, well, people's going to say, well, we don't know whether it's working. We can't see it.
yeah.
So what they've decided to do for you, if I just turn it round, okay, you'll see just there the row of lights. Now, as soon as I put it down onto a surface, you will
Oh, the
see.
light.
It knows.
Yep.
So, right.
So the UVC light now has come on. If I take it off it goes,
Oh, so
okay?
it activates on contact.
Yeah. So therefore, it all activates on contact. So therefore, you know it's cleaning the surface, so you've got it the right way.
And remind us what that UVC light actually does.
What it does, it breaks down the DNA structure of the dust mite, the bed bug, but the eggs.
Okay.
Which
so
is
while it's
important.
growing.
So while those eggs are being hatched out, because if you've got pet fleas, well, not you personally, but the dog.
Making me itch.
Yeah. What happens is after so long, they'll rehatch out.
Yeah.
But with this, it actually alters the DNA structure of that egg. So consequently, it can't hatch out.
stops the
Yeah.
growth.
And the thing is, over the years, a lot of the bed bugs and the dust mites are becoming really resistant to the pesticides we're using.
Yes, yeah, they do, don't
So
they?
that means that they're going to increase the strength of the
stronger, yeah.
pesticides, which then you have a problem with damaging fabrics. But more importantly, it's damaging you.
Well, if you're laying your head on a pillow that you
Exactly.
treated,
Yes,
oh,
you
I
wouldn't
just don't
want that.
fancy that. No.
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 So what we try to do now is go back to old school, basically, is go back to
Doing it more naturally.
more naturally. Mother Nature, you can't fault her, though she can be cantankerous at times, but you can't fault her. But that's how they work. So we've got the UVC to be able to eradicate these, but we've also got on here, if I just switch it back on again, you'll see, we've got ultrasonic, okay, right? Now what the ultrasonic does, it actually attracts the dust and the allergens, the pollen
Right.
that we have, we
Yeah.
bring in through on our clothes. We open the window, it comes in from the daylight. You see those little tiny flakes in the atmosphere. That's your dead skin cells, but it also could be the postman as he's wandered past the window. So, you've got all
If
these
you've got anything
things.
second hand, or perhaps you're living in
Oh,
rented
yes.
accommodation and it comes
Yep.
with the furniture, that's everybody else's dead skin cells that you didn't even
Yeah.
know or meet.
Exactly. So you've got ultrasonic that will help to eradicate that. But also you've got, if I switch it back on again, you'll see a dehumidifier, okay? Now what that does, by the very nature of the motor, is warm, okay? Because
Right.
of obviously the friction of the vibrations. So they've utilised that warmth and turned it into a dehumidifier. So therefore, as you're going over the surfaces, it's actually pulling the moisture out of the surfaces and helping to dry.
And of course, we sweat in bed and things,
Yeah.
don't we? And we do
You sweat in
spa
a
and
chair, you
yeah.
sweat, yeah. You naturally produce the water, and so therefore it's helping to get rid of. Now, my daughter's allergic to mold spores.
Right.
Okay, so in September, not as though she does any gardening anyway, but that's an idea that you get the mold spores. Well, anything that's damp, if you can help
Yes.
to dry it, to me that's a good bonus.
Yeah.
Now, not only have you got these features on it to actually kill it when they've got it, it gives you a system of 12,000 vibrations per minute to bring that out of any of your fabrics you've got. So dust mites, things like that, you can see it going over the mattress now. They actually bury deep into the mattress.
Ah,
Same with your
right.
fabrics.
So that beating will bring those
And that
up to the surface.
Exactly. And once it's up at the surface, this will actually do something with it.
Yeah.
Don't just suck it in into the thing, then you go and empty it into the bin and half of it escapes again.
Back again, yeah.
The UVC light will do its work.
So it's helping to, that UVC light is helping to kill. The suction is so powerful. I think it's so great as well with that technology to sort of dry if you have sweaty in bed and things.
Yes.
I mean, we've never had a mattress vacuum with so much technology and so much power.
Absolutely. And it's so compact. I mean, really and truthfully, you know, if you've got parents or things like that and you just don't know what to buy them, you know, we've got Christmas coming up, so somebody told me the other day, very fast and furious. You know, it's probably something they wouldn't think about buying themselves.
I think if anyone suffers with allergies, if you have got pets, they bring in all sorts of nasties. Love the fact you can thoroughly clean this as well, because when we're talking about what we are picking up, and of course it will pick up all the cat hair and the dog hair as well, but you can clean that brush, you can clean the HEPA filter too, and look at HEPA filter technology, how it's amazing if you've got allergies.
Now, it comes with the filter included, obviously, but we would definitely recommend you add a second filter. The filters are washable and replaceable, so if you have a second filter, you can always have one on the machine and have one clean.
Yeah, we'll give you the details very quickly for that, because sadly we've only got about half as many extra filters as we have vacuums themselves. We'll always get stock back in, but it's a really nice idea because you can put it in your basket then and split the cost like we were saying. So do grab those whilst the stock is available. But if you are thinking, should I or shouldn't I? When you look at what can live in your mattress, if you have got a dog and you do have those itchy times, or if you've got that second-hand sofa or the second-hand car, but the seats just don't feel, or the caravan, you know, it's beautiful, but you can't put those seats in the washing machine. I want to clean them. Then someone else sat on them.
Do upcycling now, don't they?
Yes.
Or recycling. So second-hand furniture, retro furniture, it's really fashionable.
I don't want to sit on somebody else's skin cells.
What about?
No, it's clean.
You can do. What about if you've got a B&B?
Yeah. Well, we've had emails, haven't we, from Airbnb saying this is a great product.
You know, fantastic selling point for your B&B to
Rooms
say
sanitised between stays.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. It's that deep down clean. Now, we are massively busy, but it's only going to be as long as the stock is there. If you're thinking, should I, shouldn't I? We know how popular these products are. It is one of those products we were a bit like,
we were really sceptical the first time we did a show with Bev. Yeah, as soon as we'd done the show, we were like,
as soon as we'd done about 20 minutes, we were like, everybody's like, we've got to have one of these. Our producer at the time took it home that night because she was in rented accommodation.
Yes.
And she vacuumed her mattress every night with her own vacuum. Or not every night, every week when she changed the bed.
Just with a regular vacuum.
So she changed the bed and vacuumed. She could not believe what it picked up. She actually brought it in, didn't she? She was like, look what it picked up.
We had to keep it in a bag to show everyone.
And that
I did the same.
Yeah, and that was rented accommodation, so that's sleeping with somebody else's dirt and bits and pieces as well. But when you do look what can live in a mattress, when you put clean sheets on, it's the loveliest feeling. But actually, you're putting clean sheets onto a dirty mattress.
Yeah, without a doubt. And when
We can't put that in the washing machine, can you?
No.
When you show us the dirt that's in
Yeah, I mean, this is what we took out just
a
earlier.
little bit earlier.
You know, and
This'll
these
get you
aren't
itchy.
slept on, you know, at all. So therefore, think of what it is when you've slept on your mattress. It's dead skin cells living in there. This is just the atmosphere, the dust that's in there.
Well, our mattress hasn't been slept on for a start.
Absolutely.
The bed head hasn't really been used. The cushions we use quite a lot, but still it is that dust in the atmosphere. I am so allergic to dust. If I used to babysit in a property years ago, and it was lovely, but it was an old property, so it had that old sort of smell to it.
Yes.
Honestly, they'd come home from being out, my eyes would be streaming, I'd be coughing.
Yes. Yeah.
So that bit would have been great for me, even if I just sort of vacuumed the sofa I sat on, so it wasn't right in my face sort of thing.
Well, also, if you've got someone in the house, you know, like yourself, that's really badly affected by allergens, and, you know, you want to go away for a few days or something like that, or overnight for work or
We
something.
take all your little cleaning products. why not take that?
Take that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take that and just think, well, before I get in that bed, I'm just going to give it a once over with this.
We're often like, it's the bed runner at the end of the bed, and we're like, they don't wash those, do they?
No,
And
no.
Yeah, the cushions. I remember we
Yeah.
had really bad pillows the other day, and you're like, put one of the cushions underneath your pillow. I was like, I'm not sleeping with that. I don't know who's been
You
touching
don't,
that.
no,
And the
no.
bed head, I'm always thinking,
Yeah.
and you sit up and you think someone else's head.
Can you remember, a while ago, a work colleague of ours didn't get chance to stay in his original hotel, and he had to book just a one-off chance. And he came to work the next day, and I said, "What's wrong with the back of your neck?" And
Oh,
he got
no.
a line all the way the back of his neck. He says, "Don't know." He says, "It's really itching." And when we looked at it, there was little tiny spots.
Oh, it just
And
makes
it was the bed bugs that had bitten him. He had to go to the actual doctor. I was saying
that was
then. He had to go to the doctor and go get some cream in the afternoon.
And there was a big thing not that long ago, and it was in all the papers, wasn't it? We were bringing a lot back from abroad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that, and
Yeah.
and on
Do your mattress. Do inside your suitcase.
definitely.
You know. Yeah,
You can do
absolutely.
so many surfaces.
Yes.
It also doesn't matter what angle.
No.
There's no effect.
If you want to do it that angle, it'll tell you. If you could say, if you're not in contact with it, the light will just go out. So if you're angling, so you just think, oh, I need to just adjust that so I've actually got it in the right direction. It tells you.
And remind us again, Bev, what it's doing, because I think if anyone's just turned on, they'll think, oh, it's a vacuum for you.
Yeah.
It's
And
not.
it is a vacuum.
It's
But
not.
it's so much more
It
than a
is.
vacuum.
Because the thing is, we all live with dust mites in our atmosphere.
Bed bugs.
And bed bugs and things like that. They're all in the atmosphere. So to be able to get rid of it would be a bonus. Now, I know your vacuum will get rid of a proportion of it, but there's all the eggs and things like that that hatch out a few days later, and then you're back to square one again. So what this does, it has a UVC on it, which what that does, it literally breaks down the DNA structure of the eggs, so it can't hatch out again. So it
bed
kills it
bugs,
from
dust
within.
mites, fleas.
Fleas, anything.
So if you've got pets.
anything that's living, if you like,
All those nasties that you don't
apart from
wanna-
you,
Yes, yeah.
it will break down the DNA structure of that egg, so
Now-
it stops it from happening.
Just got to let everyone know there's queues on the phones, unfortunately.
Not
So
surprised.
if you can go to the website, please do. The operators will get to you as soon as possible. Remember, it should be $169.99, and the technology is amazing. It's down to $89.99.
Also on this, you've got ultrasonic. Now,
Right.
what ultrasonic does, it attracts allergens. So that's the things like your pollen that's in the atmosphere, because when you've opened the window, pollen comes in. Also, you bring pollen in on your clothes. So do your coat if you want to do your coat. Any fabric or
great
anything
idea,
like
yeah.
that. You know, just run over it with a coat. So you've got ultrasonic on there. You've also got, it's dehumidifying, because the warm air that the machine produces naturally by using it, because don't forget you've got 12,000 beats per minute. If you imagine having a vacuum cleaner that does 12,000.
So that brush is beating 12,000
Exactly,
times.
it vibrates.
That's a bit like, can you remember when we used to throw a mat over the actual line
Like
in the
your
garden?
rug,
and you
yeah.
used to thump it,
Beat
didn't
it.
you, with a broom?
Yeah.
And all the dust would come out.
Not
So
12,000
it's-
times a minute.
No, you
No.
never manage it. So it's making sure anything that's sort of deep down in the mattress or
absolutely.
the bed head or the sofa. it's-
Literally shaking
yeah.
everything up to the top. But not only that, it's got suction on. Because it's no good just having the vibration, because then it'd just sit on the top.
Yeah.
So it's got
And
suction
it's got
that'll
super
take it away.
powerful suction.
Yeah, but the dehumidifying with the warm air actually helps to draw the moisture out of your mattresses, your chairs, because wherever we sit or lay, we produce moisture.
We sweat. We
We
perspire,
sweat, yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
in bed.
Yes.
That's great.
In
for your
fact, I
mattress.
did used to know the statistic of how much moisture we
It's a
do.
lot.
Oh, yes,
It's
it is.
quite
yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
yeah. So therefore, you're helping to do that. So it's keeping it fresh. It's also helping to keep the damp off of surfaces. But while you're doing that, you're doing something with it, because we're going to have such a strong pesticide very shortly, because the actual animals and dust mites and things like that are becoming really resistant to it.
Well, immune.
Like yeah.
Immune,
So
yes.
They get stronger, don't
Yeah,
So
and
it
then you
builds the
start to get into places where you're going to damage fabric.
And
Not to mention
yourself,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying your head on a pillow
Absolutely.
that you use pesticides on. No, thank you.
Absolutely. So where we go and, use the UVC. Now, you can't see this. The human eye cannot pick it up. It's so small. It's measured in nanometers, okay? Now, I did used to know what it's the measuring of the sound waves between an atom and a molecule.
It's like we're working with a
tell you,
scientist.
have a
white
Hey,
jacket
hey.
on. Get a white jacket.
White coat for Bev.
I even surprise myself some days. But anyway, that's what it is. So
Explain that to us, Bev.
okay then.
Over it.
Right, think of a human hair.
Uh-huh.
That is 60,000 nanometers, okay?
Right.
So you need to bring that level lower. We want it finer than a human hair.
right, okay.
Okay? So this machine is 250.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
You can't even imagine how fine those particles are.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
it's going to pick that up, and then you've got the filtration, then you've got the light.
Exactly. You've also got your ultrasonic to get rid of the allergens and the dust mites and also your pollen. But then you've got your UVC that's going to alter that DNA structure of the bed bugs, the mites.
So it's like a
whatever.
really deep down clean.
Thorough
For
clean.
anything really that you can't
And
put
sanitisation,
into the
yeah.
into the washing machine.
Yeah,
So your mattress you
absolutely.
can't put in the washing machine. We wash our sheets,
Yeah.
and that's the nicest feeling. But we're putting our clean sheets onto a mattress that really is going to have allergens, dust, possibly bed bugs. If you've got pets, there's no telling if they've been sleeping on the mattress what they've brought in with them.
Absolutely. And the thing is, what I do with mine now, I just get into a routine. I change my bedding once a week. So when I've took the old one off, I run round the bed with this, and then I put the new bedding
And
back
it's so
on.
lightweight.
Light and easy to use.
Really long cord as well, isn't it? 5
5 meters,
cord.
yeah, 5 meters cord. This is how you empty it, take it out, preferably not onto a white card on your mattress, but that's your little HEPA filter.
Oh, hang on.
Oh my
We
word.
just emptied that, have we not?
Oh my word.
Right, okay, that's from that part there.
And these are
Right.
pretty clean surfaces we've got. They're not surfaces that
I'll
anyone
just show you
sleeps on.
that.
Oh, look at the really fine. Because HEPA filtration, honestly, it really does pick up the finest
That
of
is,
dust and keeps it in the machine as well.
Absolutely.
And on that filter, that paper
I've got
filter
another
that you
filter.
see there, that's washable. You can wash it, can't you?
Yeah, that's all washable.
Yeah, we have got spares of those at the moment. About 50% of the extra filters, which we do advise you to get, because then you've got a spare whilst you're washing one. You
do.
can still be using
You can
it.
always have one on the machine and then be cleaning one. So definitely go for a second filter whilst they're available.
Make sure you dry it naturally.
Stock-wise, by the way, if you are going for the vacuum, a third of the stock already in baskets. You desperately need to check those baskets through. We were later starting as well, but please, oh my word, check that basket out, because though we were like, really? Do we need a vacuum for the mattress, for the sofas? But it's not just a vacuum, it's that UV light for me that I just think it really is helping to kill the nasties.
So much more.
When it first came out, I thought the UV light, and I think it did 3,000 vibrations. And I have to say, the first thing I went and got a spare bedroom, never gets used at all. It's just a dumping ground, basically.
The cats use
And
it.
the cats use it, basically, and they sleep on the bed. So, yeah, okay, I thought, right, that's where I'm going, first of all.
Yeah.
Well, I was ashamed. Ashamed.
Bringing in the pictures, didn't
Yeah,
you?
it was disgusting. It really was disgusting. But I was glad that it was doing the job. Now, when they brought this one out, I thought they can't really improve this.
No, but they have.
But oh boy, yes, because not only have we got the UVC light on, we also have got ultrasonic. We've also got this dehumidifier, and also you've got 12,000 revs per minute, which is this wave technology, which is can't speak now, literally beating the hell out of whatever it's doing, but
So it
without doing
pounds
the damage.
surface, doesn't
Yeah,
it? And
Yeah.
it brings
absolutely.
all those horrible
Yeah.
things we want to get rid of. to the
Exactly. So therefore, you're doing a deep clean.
Yeah.
You're not just running it over the surface.
And it could be a mattress, could be a sofa, it could
Yeah.
be that second-hand car, it could be the seats in the car. It could be perhaps you've got a caravan and you've cleaned the whole of the caravan, but you can't put the seats in the washing machine and you can't, they just don't feel clean. They feel a little bit itchy. That's somebody else's dead skin cells, or perhaps they had a dog and it's whatever they brought in with them. And you just know you're doing a proper deep down clean, and with that UV technology actually helping to kill any of the nasties that might
For
be
me,
there.
yeah, it is those nasties that you're worried about. There you can see the 4 technologies. They all illuminate, and if it's not in contact, it won't have all those 4 lights
No,
there, will it? So you
no,
know it's working.
It tells you all the time. You know, the first place I first learnt about UVC is, can you remember a long time ago, they used to have the sterilising units in the hairdressers?
Oh, yeah.
And all the combs and stuff like that
Yes.
used to go in. Well, that's where UVC started.
Ah.
Well, for me, because
Yeah.
that's where I first took.
Yeah.
Oh, and do a pet bed and things. There's nothing nasty. It's not leaving anything behind. The fact is, it's picking up and it's helping to kill. And I love the fact you can clean absolutely everything: the brush, the filter.
You can get, right into the machine
bin.
to clean it.
Yeah.
If you want to get this, now is the time. This is the first time we've actually done
Yeah.
done a show with
Yeah.
this, and the
it's
technology's
flying.
blown us away. We've done previous models, but not with this kind of technology. 965429 is the item number. Get it now whilst we have it in stock.
Oh, 40% now of all of the stock is in baskets. You need to check your basket through. I know we were very sceptical at first, thinking, do we need a separate vacuum? But it's not just that vacuum. It's that vacuum that beats to make sure the nasties deep down in the mattress or the sofa come up. It's great suction to pick them up, but then it's the UV light that helps to kill the allergy. It's picking up the allergens, but then it's dust mites.
It's that deep
fleas,
down clean that
bed
Bev
bugs.
talks about.
Oh, it just makes me
The sanitisation that's so important. And we started off with mattresses, but it's so much more, as you saw in that clip. There's mattresses, upholstery, sofas, chairs. Take it out to the car. Use it on curtains as well.
Yeah, definitely. And use it on the caravan seats. Perhaps you've got an Airbnb. We've had lots of Airbnbs say, well, oh my goodness, this is a great selling point. Not only do we, clean the property, we deep down clean with UV light technology. And that's allowing you to do exactly that. Or perhaps you're like me, I'm really allergic to like dust and things, and perhaps that upsets you. Take this when you go to an Airbnb. Take this when you go to a self-catering
it's really light.
place. It's light. It's just like
Compact.
taking your cleaning products, really. Perhaps you're a cleaner and you want to up your game. I mean, it's incredible technology.
If you are going for this, do add in that second filter, a
Yes.
spare filter,
Whilst we
we
have
have it in stock. Again, the stock there is flying. 2/3 of the stock there when it comes to that second filter. So 499094 if you want to add that in.
And you can split the cost, can't you?
466 if you're using PayPal.
If you put it in with your vacuum, but you must check your baskets through. It is a product that I think is just going to make you feel like you really have cleaned the home, because sometimes you just feel you can't get that deep down clean, can you? There's lots of things we can't put in the washing machine, but you wish you could clean properly. A lot of upcycling now, a lot of things that we do by second hand. We don't want to live with other people's dust and dead skin cells and bits. So vacuuming up, use that UV light and use incredible technology.
Get it now. Check out those baskets.
Remember to check out your online basket and complete your order. Once you pay, it's on the way from Shop on TV.
Really is great to have your company this morning, this evening. I'm not quite sure which way to go, but however you see it, perhaps you're just getting up, perhaps you're just about to go to bed. We have got incredible technology that I truly do think can, well, do lots for you. If you go onto our website, we've got something for absolutely everybody. We've got a vacuum that is absolutely flying, but it's not just a vacuum. This has got UV light technology that actually can kill bed bugs and dust mites, and we'll be going back into detail about that. But do grab that while the stock is there, because a vast amount of that stock has already gone, over 40% now if you all check your baskets out. So please check those through. But then we also have for you as well heated products. Perhaps you're really struggling with the cold at the minute. We've got heated blankets. We've also got an amazing hot water bottle that you charge. You never have to put hot water in it. You don't burn yourself putting hot water in it. It doesn't leak through the night. It's a sealed unit that you charge this up, and it's got a little hand area as well where you can really keep your hands toasty warm. We've got a mattress. We've got everything
Great
tonight.
Christmas presents across the show that you can see there, all starting at under £20, those bottles that Hayley was just talking about. But something else that we've only done a couple of sections on a couple of shows is the footstool that you can see there, the fourth item on our live show. This is so much more than a footstool. First of all, it's a great looking piece of furniture that you can see there, the little cube that we've got. This is the brown option. It comes in a grey option, which is very similar material wise. There's also the blue, which is a gorgeous teal. It's like a faux velvet in the
That's a real standalone colour, isn't it? I think that is stunning, and actually has been the most popular. It's quite vulnerable. It's quite low in stock if you are looking at this one. The magic is inside. It's going to be a great footstool. It's a great height. It's sturdy to sit on if you've got, need an extra seat over the Christmas period. But when you lift up that lid and go inside, and pop your feet in, this is absolute heaven.
It's really premium bit of furniture, but it does so much, because when you look inside, you've got the 2 foot areas, and put your feet in there. It goes up to a size 14 foot wise. But the technology again that's inside here. Well, first of all, take a look at this. This is the first technology.
This is what I'm feeling right now. And these are the kneading roller balls. And they deliver a really deep therapeutic massage. They relieve tension on those tired feet. Perhaps you stand all day. Perhaps you're on your feet all day delivering. Perhaps you're a nurse and you're running up and down, all the wards. And your feet, when you get home at the end of the day, are throbbing. You can hardly get your boots off. This is that absolute heaven on your feet. But actually, it doesn't just relax your feet. I think it relaxes the whole of the body. But then there's even more technology.
Yeah, you've got air compression that you see here. That's giving you that satisfying, soothing pressure around the feet. It builds the pressure and then releases it for you.
So again, great for tired feet, circulation.
Yeah, it is. And then you've also got a heat function in here. So maybe you're out and about all day and it's really cold, your feet get cold, you get cold to the bone. Pop your feet in here, and you can imagine with that heat, it's great for blood flow. Obviously do your own research, and you can check out what heat does for you.
It soothes your muscles. Do your have a little look yourself into what that warmth can do. I know for me, if I've got tummy ache, I feel if I put a hot water bottle on my tummy, I find it really soothing. So you really have got so many features to this fantastic footstool,
and then you've got
but
the
there's
vibration,
still more.
the vibration mode. Now, lots of these can be used individually. You can join them all together. It works in 10-minute processes. It can give you all 3 massages at once within a 10-minute cycle. But you can get each function to work individually as well.
And it's so popular. Brand new to us here at Shop on TV. We've only done 2 sort of proper shows with it. It's been massive in America and in Canada. We got all the stock that we could have, and if you are thinking as a Christmas gift, oh, by the way, it's chargeable, we'll go into this. If you want it as a Christmas present, I would buy it now, because I don't actually know whether we'll manage to get more stock again before Christmas. But the fact that when you charge it, it can then be completely portable and go anywhere.
Cordless, yeah, once you've charged
So you could be in the conservatory, it could be in the living room.
And you can use it whilst it's charging as well.
Which
so
is
if you forget to
great.
charge it and you want to have it on charge whilst using it, you can do that as well.
If
we just run you through the inside and how easy it is to operate. So if you're thinking of a present for someone, it's really simple to operate as well. Obviously, you pop your feet into there. These are zippable and removable. So when you unzip them, you can take them out and put them.
So if you have to
in the
share it
washing
with someone
machine.
with smelly feet.
Yes, if I was
You
sharing
can wash
with you,
it
Hayley.
before you put... Obviously, us ladies, no smelly feet
Well,
there.
I think you're delusional there, my love. It goes up to a size 14, that's Hayley's size. And then when you want to operate it, really simple in the operation, you've got your power button just there. And then everything illuminates when you're using it. At the other end, this is the intensity level. You go from green to amber to red for the highest of intensities. And then you can add in all the other processes. You can use them all together. This is the great thing about it. It can be bespoke for whatever kind of treatment you want.
You've got the functionality button, and that one, if it's on the green, it uses the compression, the vibration, and the roller. If you go to yellow, it's compression and roller. If you go to red, it's just vibration, and then you can add on the heat as and when you want to. I would just put everything on, because honestly, it is absolute heaven. And I know if you have got tired feet, perhaps you have something the matter with you and you really do suffer with your feet. It might be circulation, it might be that your feet never feel right, that they always sort of throb, they're always uncomfortable. Perhaps you're on your feet all day. Absolute heaven when you come in. I think a lot of us, I wouldn't want someone to massage my feet. I wouldn't want somebody to touch my feet. And I think if you asked your partner to massage your feet, they'd be like, oh no, no thank you very much. But this sensation is absolutely incredible. And I know from a very dear friend of mine, she had a very disabled daughter, that when you have got these rollers and this massaging on your feet, it's not actually just your feet that it's working on, because your feet can actually link to all different areas of your body. And her disabled sister, they used to massage her feet to get rid of her tummy ache and to get rid of her headaches because she couldn't take tablets. So I really do feel when you've got this on with that massage, it's relaxing the whole of the body. But you haven't just got massage. You've also got the air compression, and that is great for improving circulation. That's great for super tired feet, for soothing pressure. You've got the vibration, and that's great to relax and stimulate the muscles and sort of stress relief as well. And then you've got the warmth as well, which really boosts blood flow, and it's soothing those muscles. So you're seeing all those different functions as we go through this little clip. Whilst you relax for 10 minutes, it does 10-minute cycles. And I think the best gift idea, there's 3 different actual intensities. You can charge it so it can be completely cordless, but it is absolute heaven. And if perhaps you've got someone to buy for and they've got everything, you really have got a present that's just going to keep on giving. So perhaps you've got a 50th or 60th anniversary. This could be a gift for both of them. Perhaps your parents for Christmas, none of you know what to get as a family. You could all do a payment each, and you've got a great looking footstool that's a really proper height that a footstool should be. You're meant to put your feet up. Extra seat for someone at Christmas, but then it's got that secret inside.
They're great for every decor as well.
Oh, yes,
They've been really clever with the design.
Really clever.
The grey and the brown are really neutral. It's like a material with that marl finish on the material that you can see there. But if you want something a bit more contemporary, a bit more modern, go for the blue option. It's got that lovely faux velvet. It's like a teal colour. Feature-wise, again, so much in there, whether it's the deep tissue massage rollers, the air compression, the heat therapy. It's cordless as well, remember, once you've charged it, and fits up to a size 14. You want to go for that 875194 is the item number, 299.99. I've looked at similar items on the market and they're much more expensive and don't even have as many features. So 875194.
I think that is a super gift, and we don't know. We'll always try to get stock back in, but we don't know whether we will be able to get more stock before Christmas. So do grab it while the stock is definitely there. And as I say, just a brilliant present idea for that person you just don't know who to buy for. Now, we've got some really great warming products, and you've found these already. These are also brilliant presents, but treat yourself. You shouldn't sit cold, and perhaps you don't have the heating on like you should. Perhaps you know a relative that does sit cold. These are the most beautiful heated blankets.
Yeah, well, they're a gorgeous fleece, a gorgeous blanket. When you look at these, they just look like a regular fleece, apart from this section that you see here. Now, if I just flip this over, you've got an electric cord that attaches with a remote control. Remote control is really simple and easy to operate. You've got your power button just in the middle there. And then on one side, you've got your timer, and on the other side you've got your heat level. 1 to 9 on the heat level and 1 to 9 hours on the actual timer. Now I've only just put this on. The heat that's coming through here is
heaven,
brilliant.
isn't it?
It's not overpowering. It's a really comforting warmth, and the fact that you've got 1 to 9 on the levels is brilliant. We've got great colour options. This is the green. It's quite a new colour for us, so if you're thinking of gifts, it's brilliant. Comes from Carmen. As long as you register them, they've got a 3-year warranty. But something that's really important, I think, is the fact that this remote control is detachable. And when you take that away, this is a sealed unit that you see here, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet. It means you can put it in the washing machine.
Yeah. And you will virtually live under this. My mum's got hers in the living room and she uses it every single night, and she's terrible at keeping the heating on. She's like, I'm not heating the whole house when I'm only going to be sat in the living room. Perhaps you work from home, that can be on your lap under your desk. No one will know, because again, you don't want to have the heating on all day and heating every room in your house. This is your own central heating. I think as a gift as well for anybody that really doesn't keep themselves warm. This is so affordable to run, and if you explain that to them, I just think it is actually going to make sure they don't get cold through the winter. And the fact, like you say, it's machine washable. Your dad, we bought one for Sean's dad. Oh my goodness, we could have turned up any day, all year round, and you'd walk into the living room and the blanket would be just thrown back because it had just got out from under this blanket. Because even in the summer on a chilly night, his living room, it never got warm actually.
Never got
did
the
it?
sunlight,
even
so
in the
it was
summer.
always a bit chilly. So just to take the edge off, you'd use it in.
And I think there's some of us that are cold. We live cold, don't we?
Yeah.
And we're cold-blooded as such. You've got that warmth, and it's a really good size.
Great size
as well.
You can see there,
Feels
160 by
lovely.
130 centimetres. It's a beautiful finish to it, super, super soft. But the fact that you can put it in the washing machine is brilliant. And you can have a heated blanket, a heated surface wherever you go. Great colour options when it comes to these. This is the green, as I say, and there's a grey option. There's a pink option, and there's also a blue. The blue's a really dark, rich navy option. If you want to go for this, 946307, it's over £30, so you can use PayPal Pay in 3 and spread the cost interest free. And remember, if you're shopping across the show, you can spread the cost interest free across everything in your basket, but you can just pay that one postage across the show as well. So we've got grey, we've got blue, we've got grey, and we've got the green. Oh, and we've got a pink as well.
Yes, we have. We've got a navy. It's a really nice navy. You've got a really great grey that's going to go with any decor. Then you've got a nice sort of light pink. It's like a really, not a baby pink.
Pastel.
It's a really super pink. That's what I got for Mum, actually, because she's got sort of pink flecks in her sofa. And then you've got that fabulous green that Sean's got on his lap. I'm feeling a bit left out because I haven't got one at all.
There you go.
You.
That's the one you'd choose anyway.
Now there is another option, and these are brand new this year. You've got the leopard print, and there's a rabbit print. I always want to say bunny print. It's a rabbit print. And this is the same. This is a heated blanket with that same technology, with the different heat settings. The fact it is machine washable as well. It's a different item number and a slightly different cost as well. But if you know anybody that loves their animal print, I know exactly who this is a great gift for. A couple of people, actually, and I think you'll be exactly the same. Again, you have got the fact you can take off the electric connection, so again it's machine washable, and then once you're connected, you've got that fantastic warmth, and you've got 9 different levels. Again, it's Carmen, and it allows you as well to pop this on if you want to for a certain time. I'd always put the levels to the top and the time to the top and just sit back and relax. And whether it is a movie night, whether you're just watching your normal telly in the evening, whether you're working from home and this is just on your lap, we shouldn't be cold. You shouldn't get cold to the bone. And I think a lot of people do worry about putting the central heating on for the whole of the house. My mum does. And you know, they sit cold because I'm not heating the whole of the house. This is like your central heating. This is like your radiator in the room that you're in. So at least you know you're cold, or a loved one, if you're buying it as a gift, that they will be warm, because it's so affordable
and
to run.
really low running costs, like you say. Yeah, really low wattage, so really low running costs when it comes to your blankets. Whether it's the plain or the fleece, they come under 2 different item numbers. Here you can see 85 watt output, super soft.
I mean, that's
luxury
nothing,
fleece.
is it?
And that controller is detachable again, whichever option you go for, and it means they're all machine washable as well. 9 heat settings and 9-hour adjustable timer. 705847 in leopard or rabbit there in those 2 faux animal finishes. And check everything out on the website. We've got those water bottles we were talking about. Remember, they're sealed hot water bottles, so you don't have to fill them, you just recharge them. They're rechargeable hot water bottles. In the plain options, they start under £20. So brilliant Christmas gifts if you want to go for those. They come in grey, pink or purple, but we've also got the animal print under a different item number.
They're great as well if you worry about someone filling a hot water bottle, because they'll never have to boil a kettle and fill this up. They've also got a little area where you can pop your hands. So my mum, again, I bought her one of these because she suffers with I don't know if you do, you get those sort of white fingers. My mum's fingers go blue at times because her hands just go so cold. So you can pop your hands in the front. And because it stays warm for up to 5 hours, just after 15 minutes of charging, you can take this out and about. Perhaps you've got a relative in a wheelchair. This is going to be great for them to take out on their lap. We took mum to carol service just before Christmas. So really, it was outdoors. It was a really cold night. And my mum really struggles with the cold. Had this on her lap, her hands in the little pocket, and was toasty warm throughout the whole of the evening. So honestly, so many reasons to buy this, whether it's for yourself or to buy it as a gift, and so affordable as a present idea. Now, you have got the colour options that we saw. We got the grey and the pink, but we have got as well the animal print options too. Different item number, and that is your leopard print or your rabbit print. So they're, again, really gift. I bought 2 of those instantly in the leopard print. You could have a matching bottle and blanket, or again, it could be for a gift. But what you must do is shop really smartly. But whilst you're on the website, go to our first item, which stock-wise, half the stock has sold out and gone. And this is incredible technology that is so much more than a vacuum.
Yeah, it's a mattress vacuum, it's a sofa vacuum, it's all your upholstery, it's got HEPA filtration, but it's got amazing technology here as well. We're talking about fighting mites, allergens, and we're talking about a technology where it's got a rotating brush that vibrates 12,000 times per minute, and an amazing suction power on here as well. Deep cleaning, sanitizing upholstery, mattresses, pet beds.
It's picking up the bacteria, the allergens. It's helping to kill as well the dust mites, perhaps the fleas, the bed bugs, picking up the dead skin. It's great on any upholstery, even delicate fabrics as well. And when you think about putting clean sheets onto your bed, if you actually then looked what could be living in your mattress, you wouldn't feel quite so clean. And your sofa, perhaps you've got a second-hand sofa, and you're thinking it always feels a little bit itchy. Again, you're deep cleaning with that UV light. Perhaps you've got pets, perhaps you've got dogs, and they're all over the sofa. They're all over, you know, the chairs. And again, you just sometimes feel a little bit itchy. Perhaps they brought something in, helping to deep clean and also to kill the nasties.
And sanitize with HEPA filtration. Bev's here with us, brings us great products. The technology here is brilliant, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, really and truthfully, they thought of virtually everything in this little unit, because it's all right being a vacuum cleaner. That'll take up a certain amount of your dust and your dust mites that happen to be floating past. But what about after that? I mean, that's disgusting. Also, what about after that? Once you've picked it up into that little machine? Well, with this, it's got the UVC on this, which will actually kill the dust mites. Also, most importantly, the bed bugs as well. You've also got ultrasonic on here, which will attract the allergens and the dust as well, so you're getting rid of that. You've got 12,000 vibrations per minute, so it's literally beating the dust and the dirt and all the allergens up to the surface. You've got high suction on this, so it's taking it away. But again, you're actually helping to eradicate those sort of things, which I think it's a fantastic
I think
system.
every home needs
Yeah,
this, every
absolutely.
home, especially if you've got pets, and especially as well if you buy second-hand pieces, because
Yeah.
you're living with somebody else's dirt and dust
Exactly.
and dead skin
Don't know
cells.
what's in there.
No, you don't. And the thing is, literally, you put the machine and just use it backwards and forwards, all the way round. Doesn't matter whether you want to use it flat, whether you want to do in that direction.
Great for cushions.
Yep, cushions, absolutely. The arms on the side, because pollen comes in through the windows. We also bring pollen in through on our clothes, and obviously it gets scattered about. The ultrasonic will actually help to attract that and pull that through the HEPA filter, so it's helping to remove it out the atmosphere. But more importantly, your UVC is actually doing something to that dust mite that it's picked up, and also the bed bugs and things like that. Because what it does, it alters the DNA structure of the egg of whatever you're doing.
Okay.
So whether it's a dust mite or whether it's the bed bugs, it will actually alter the DNA structure, so it breaks the structure up. So therefore it can't hatch out.
It stops the
So
growth.
you've
Stops the
destroyed
growth.
it.
And the
Completely.
spread, because they
Yeah.
spread.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
You
biggest
can't
thing.
believe,
Yeah.
don't they?
It makes me itch.
If you're going to have to get, let's say, cans of all the pesticides, you're going to have a fair amount of cans to get all your soft furnishing done.
What would you do? Would you just spray it with that?
Apparently that's what you would do, is just spray it on and
I
leave
wouldn't
it.
fancy
Leaving
that at
behind,
all.
don't
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. You're inhaling it while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You go to lie on the mattress, it's there. Also the pillows, you're going to do that, because they don't just say, well, I'll just lay the eggs in that
No,
corner.
that's it. No.
They'll do it all over the whole place. So
Well, they
therefore-
spread, we heard that, didn't we, in the newspapers not that long ago.
Yeah, it
People
was
were bringing
everywhere, wasn't
things
it?
back from off holiday in their suitcases, in their backpacks. It was on the trains, the
Yeah.
tubes.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, wasn't it? Oh, horrible.
So the thing is with this, it doesn't matter how long you want to use it, because you're not doing anything to yourself. But what you are doing, you're helping to eradicate the dust mites, any of the bed bugs or anything else.
And that's your
that you might
mattress,
get.
sofas, chairs,
Yeah.
pillows,
Pillows,
cushions,
anything.
headboards, the throws on beds.
Yeah.
Your caravan, perhaps you bought a caravan and you love it, but the seats in the car, they feel a bit itchy. Someone else has been living on those seats, and you can't put them in the washing machine, but this is allowing us really, in a way, to do a deep clean.
Absolutely, because with 12,000 vibrations per minute, that's literally
Ah,
what
yes.
it's doing. It's beating it up
So
to
it's
the surface.
lifting all the
Shaking.
hidden,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Because obviously they lay their eggs deep inside.
Yeah, it's not just on the surface, it's all the
It's in
nasties that are
the
deep
nooks
down.
and crannies and creases. So therefore it's vibrating them to the top. But that would be okay, but what do you do with them when they're at the top?
Yeah, because if they're still alive.
Next
Yeah, they're still
technology,
there.
please.
Next technology, you've got suction on here, so it takes it in. But the UVC light is penetrating whatever you're asking it to vacuum, okay? Now this UVC light, what it does, it breaks up the structure of the DNA of the egg. So it literally stops it from hatching out. So you're getting rid of that, you're eradicating that. Then you've got probably allergens, you've got dust mites, you've got pollen. Well, you've got the ultrasonic that's on here, which will attract the dust and attract the pollen into the HEPA filter, a purpose for you to help to remove that. But also, you've got on that a dehumidifying system.
This is clever.
Isn't this brilliant? I
Yeah.
thought this was fantastic. Because obviously by the very nature of it being plugged in, it creates a small warmth around the machine from the motor. So what they've done, they've utilised that to actually help to pull the moisture out of the surfaces.
And we know we sort of sweat in bed
Yeah.
and things, or if you sit
Yeah.
and watch the TV, you know it feels damp. Yeah.
Moisture all the time. Also a place where you notice cushions. You know, if you've got them at the back of your head,
Yes,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Back of your head
Yeah,
sweats on there,
because
doesn't it?
you see where your hair products
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's because of the moisture in you that's released it onto the cushion. So consequently, this will then utilise that warm air and help to draw that moisture out. So you're not leaving behind a breeding ground for everything else. So you've got all these systems in one small vacuum cleaner that will literally help to eradicate the whole lot. In fact, I'm going to empty this for you in a minute.
Oh, yeah, don't go anywhere. Oh, I remember when we first brought out a mattress vac, and it's not just for your mattress, it's sofas. You can use it on the car seats, use it on the pet beds, use it in the caravan, use it on the upholstery, use it on the curtains and things like that. But what you will find is, of course, not only is it vacuuming it up, it's also killing with the UV light technology and helping to kill the dust mites, the bed bugs. It's sorting out that bacteria, the allergens, the dead skin as well. And one of our producers, when we first brought out a similar product to this, it wasn't so powerful and it didn't have all the features, took it home that night because she was in rented accommodation, and she vacuumed her mattress every time she changed the bed, and she could not believe
she
what it
vacuumed it with a regular vacuum every time she changed the bed.
So she thought it won't pick up that much.
She was worried about what was in there, and then she used a similar technology to this.
And she was like, I've been sleeping with all that.
She brought it all in, all the stuff she got out of the mattress. We used to keep it in a bag, didn't we?
Yeah,
to show everyone.
it was vile.
Oh, horrible. And that's what your friend did, isn't she? She was a bit like, oh, I don't think it...
Well, she had a cleaner, didn't she?
She
She's
had a
like,
cleaner.
I
She
don't
still
need
does,
that
bless
because
her.
my cleaner does a deep down clean.
And good job. I mean, the cleaner does a good job whenever you've gone, it's lovely and clean. But the thing is, you can't always get rid of like the dust, the eggs and all that
it's
sort of
so much
that
more than a
lies
vacuum,
inside.
It's the dirt
Yes.
you can't see, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
And that's where this comes in, because as I said to her, look, why don't you just borrow mine? Just use it on your vacuum, your mattress when you next change the bed, and just have a look. And she was so amazed. She rang me and she just said, just order me one. Because honestly, I never realised. And 2 of the bedrooms she never used.
Yeah.
And I said, I know, but that's the dust in the atmosphere. That's when you go to open that window to let the fresh air in. Also, you're letting the pollen that comes into the
Well, the first show we did, we were blown away, and this was the original one, which didn't have as many features and it wasn't as powerful. But within 20 minutes of doing the show, everybody, director, producer, us, we were like, I think every home needs one of these.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's what will happen eventually. Yeah. I mean, in Italy, where they made they've absolutely wiped the board with everything. Yeah, because to take this around the furniture on your mattress.
Well, we had lots of Airbnbs get in contact, say, oh my goodness, I'm going to use that as a selling point because I do a deep down clean with UV light technology. I can't believe what it's picking up.
You've
emptied this twice. This is just from over by the sofa.
That's from that sofa, right? Okay. That's the other filter. That's one filter. That pink is that
the pink
red cushion that you can see.
There's more. Here we go. Fine stuff.
And this is the fine stuff that's inside there. Oh,
look at the dust cloud coming off there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was truly white, and you can see that inside, though, you've got lots of tiny, tiny black bits. That is washable, by the way, that HEPA filter.
Everything's washable. Yeah.
And the actual container, everything's washable, the brush as well. Just makes me itch.
Now, if you are going for this, make sure you go for... Have we still got some second filters remaining? Just check if we've still got... 70% of the stock in the extra filters is gone. So if you want to add another filter in, and that'd be our advice. So you can always have one that you're washing and one on the machine, so it doesn't stop you using the machine. I can see the dust cloud.
It just makes you feel dirty, doesn't it? I'm really allergic to sort of dust and things like that. Perhaps you're the same, so it's working with those allergens. But do think about, have a look what can live in your mattress. The bed bugs and oh my goodness. And perhaps you have struggled. Perhaps you bought a second-hand sofa and you do sit down, you just feel a little bit itchy. Or the caravan, and you love your caravan, but you just can't clean those seats in the... You can't put the seats in the washing machine. You've cleaned everything else deep down. How do I clean the actual cushions and the seats? Use this, the back of the car seat. Perhaps they had pets, perhaps they had dogs, and perhaps your dogs have brought some itchy friends in. And again, helping to kill those nasty
And it's got a
things.
5-metre cord, so it's really easy to manoeuvre and get around the home. It's really lightweight as well.
It is exceptionally lightweight. But I always look at it and think to myself is, if I came to your home with a big box like this, with all bottles of pesticide and said, here, put that on your mattress and your pillows.
And then sleep on
and
it.
then go and get in bed tonight and you'll be
You
fine.
wouldn't, would you?
Or I give you this and say,
Yes, please.
just go around the mattress like that, because this will totally do the eradication with no pesticides whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because eventually the bed bugs and the dust mites are going to become immune to it. You know, and the pesticides are going to have to get stronger and stronger. I mean, they have got stronger. And the thing is now, they're becoming more resistant. And eventually the pesticides will be so strong, they'll start to damage the fabric, let alone you.
Yeah.
So consequently, what do? Where do you go from then? Well, this works in a total different way. If you like, it's harnessing the power, the natural power, UVC, and we've got ultrasonic. And so therefore we're getting rid of them without using a pesticide. And to me, that's got to be the way.
So talk us through again exactly how this works. Anybody that's just turned on, they might think, oh, it's a vacuum for my mattress, for my sofa. It's so much more than a vacuum.
So much more. Because the thing is, it's all right to vacuum your mattress and your soft furnishing. You'll get a proportion of the dust that's laying on the top, or even a few inches down into the
Well, it's
mattress.
better than nothing, isn't it?
Exactly. Anything helps, doesn't it? But it won't kill the dust mite. You might kill a few as it goes in, but it won't kill the dust mite. So what they've designed is this little machine which has UVC on. Now, we've all heard of UVA and UVB, okay? UVC is a bacterial killing. They're measured by nanometers. That's
Right.
how they measure it, okay? And it's to do with measuring the sound waves between the atom and the molecule. It's quite technical. I don't understand it all, but anyway, that's what they assure me what it is. And so consequently, because of that, they'll say, for instance, a human hair is 60,000 nanometers, okay? Now, you want that number down to be as low as you possibly can, because the lower it is, the better and the much more of the allergens and also the dust mites it will actually kill.
Eliminates.
Yeah, it eliminates it. Okay. So what they've managed to get this number down to for this machine is 250.
Wow.
Gosh.
So if you can imagine how thorough this machine is, okay? Now, you can't see UVC. It's not on the human eye spectrum, so you couldn't see it. So they've thought about that as well, because people are going to say, well, I don't know whether it's working or not.
Yeah,
Can't see it.
can't see it.
Okay?
Is it on?
Yeah, exactly. So if you notice there are a row of lights, okay? So I'm just going to switch it on. You'll see there's a row of lights. Now, where it says UVC, the only time that will come on is when it's actually in contact with
Oh,
the
clever.
surface. So if I take that off, it's not in contact. Put it back on, it's in contact. So that means now that that's using the UVC, and wherever I put that UVC is penetrating into that mattress. Now, I want to get even further down into the mattress. Don't want to just do the surface.
Yeah.
So this provides 12,000 fibro waves, in other words, beats per minute, into the mattress.
Wow.
So anything that's been laid into the creases or round the edges or right down into the mattress, this vibro wave technology will vibrate that up to the surface. Once it's up at the surface, the UVC will then kill it, okay? But then it's not going to stop there, because I've also got dead skin cells. I've got pollen that's come in from the home. I've got dust mites. I've also got allergens as well. So what are they going to do about that? Well, what about ultrasonic? Because ultrasonic attracts dust and pollen. So that's what it has on this machine. So the ultrasonic pulls it into the actual machine through the HEPA filter and holds it into there, UVC, as it's gone through, will actually alter the DNA structure of whatever living, now make sure you say this right, Beverly, organism. Right. That time in the morning, girls. That, you know, it will actually kill that and stop it from hatching out.
Right.
So it's doing it, if you like, humanely to us.
Yeah.
Not so humanely to them, but anyway,
We want rid of them.
we want rid
Yeah.
of them, so consequently that's what it's doing. But you're not using pesticides, so you're harnessing the power of nature, basically.
There's a more natural way.
Yes.
It's super easy. And any materials, even delicate fabrics as well.
Anything.
So cushions, headboards, sofas.
You've got a silk rug, or
Yes.
you've got anything.
Angle doesn't matter
Yeah,
either.
no,
does
it
it?
doesn't matter.
And anything the
at all.
dog's brought in, if perhaps the dog's brought in fleas and things, is it going to deal with
Do
things
your
like that?
yeah, do your pet beds. I tell you, the best place if you've got animals is underneath the radiators, because that's where pet fleas lay their eggs. Is where
Oh, right.
because it's warm and they hatch out every 5 to 7 days. So therefore, it won't take you 2 minutes just to run
Yeah.
So
around
you
with
could
a.
run around your floor
Yeah.
surface.
Of course you could. Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever your pets have been, really, whether that's the sofa, the chair, wherever they lay, perhaps there's a step.
Yep, on the
stairs
pillows
that
or
they sit.
anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So busy, busiest point of the show. Actually, you do need to check your baskets through. Stock-wise, absolutely flying. Over 60% of the entire stock. First time we've actually worked with this product. We have done a mattress vac before, an upholstery vac, which was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. But this is even more powerful and even more features.
More technologies, more features that Bev's talked us through there on the science side of it, but deep down we want to get rid
It's like a
of
deep down clean, isn't
dust
it?
mites. We want to sanitize.
Things you can't put in the washing machine. Have a look what can live in your mattress. Oh, makes me itch.
And it's not just mattresses either. It's, as Bev's told us, sofas, cushions, runners, headboards. Imagine the
Yes.
headboards, pet beds, all kinds of things. Curtains, because you can use it vertically as
the
well.
caravan, you've got a lovely caravan, but it's second hand, and you've cleaned the whole caravan through. It's spick and span, apart from the sofa still feels a little bit itchy. Well, you can't put the cushions in the actual washing machine, but what you know you're doing is a deep down clean. Powerful suction, so it will pick up the finest particles. Perhaps you are allergic to, perhaps you've got allergies and things, or perhaps for me it's dust that really gets me. You've got the ultrasonic, but you've got the UV light technology, and that's going to help kill the dust mites, the bed bugs, the fleas, and then incredible suction, which again will pick up the finest of dirt because of the HEPA filtration as well. Price-wise, $169.99 is your regular price. $89.99 is your deal tonight. And we are so busy. We've had queues on the phones. Of course, you can, if you're ordering on our website, you're splitting that cost over 3 payments if you wish as well with PayPal.
It's only $31.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to go for it on PayPal. We're getting busier and busier. We're having that surge. 2/3 of the stock now in baskets. Please confirm your orders and check those baskets out. Remember to add in that second filter whilst we've still got it. It's almost already all in baskets, but you can still jump the queue and pop it into your basket if you so wish. We're just going to pop it at the bottom of the screen for you. 499094 is your item number. If you do want to add that in, it's only $4.66 extra if you want to add that into your shopping basket. It's brilliant bit of kit, so much technology that you've got there. We are getting busier and busier.
Oh, wow.
But when it comes
Every
to
home
technology,
needs it.
yeah, and when we first did the show with this kind of technology, we were like, a vacuum for your mattress. This, honestly, once you've seen it, every home should have
Well,
it.
it's the fact that it's helping to kill the dust mites and fleas, bed bugs. It's all cleanable as well. It's going to still pick up the finest and the tricky bits like the cat hairs, the dog hairs. And there's so much that can have a look what can live in your mattress, live in your sofa. But then if you have got pets, what they bring in as well. That HEPA filtration, if you've got allergies, do your own research why HEPA filtration is so important. And do, if you can get a spare, do go for a spare, because then when you're washing one, you'll still be able to use the machine. But we are down to the very last of the stock now. You do need to check your baskets through, hugely busy. And I do think it'll be one of the best things you buy. We had lots of people that had Airbnbs and things saying, oh my goodness, what a great selling point. Now, not only do we, really clean, we deep down clean with that UV light, yeah.
And then put on the sales, we
sanitize the mattress, sanitize the sofa.
And also price-wise, the price is brilliant. It should be $169.99. It's down to $89.99. But now it's while stocks last. It's just gone crazy busy. 965.
This makes me
429. I know 429. Ooh. So much on the show. Easiest way to shop is the website shopon.The.co.uk. You can order on the phone 03333 241 241.
Had accused tonight on the
we
phone.
have been busy on the phones once again. Apologies if you're waiting on the phone. If you can go to the website, please do.
And we should warn you as well, if you're on +1, do check if we've still got stock, because that stock is disappearing really, really quickly.
We had 3 sellouts in last night's show, so please check if everything's still in stock for you. We're going to talk about a mattress now for you. You have been shopping for this already. This, for me, is what I would call a luxury mattress, but at an entry-level price. We're talking about memory foam in the top of your mattress, but it's also got antibacterial properties because it's got pure silver sewn through the top of the mattress. It comes from Adormo. Adormo are a company with people who've worked for lots of big mattress brands who've joined together and put everything within the one mattress.
The founders have got years and years of knowledge. So what they've put together is a mattress with all those key things, the right ingredients to a good night's sleep. That Italian memory foam is the ultimate luxury. And then what that does is it works with your body. It relieves pressure points. So rather than waking up with sort of a dead arm in the morning, pins and needles, perhaps you sleep heavier, always on your hips, and you always wake up feeling not quite right. If you wake up feeling funny, think, oh, I slept funny last night. It's not that you slept funny, it's what you slept on. And this mattress has been designed so it works for you. It works for your partner, it works whatever weight you are, it works however you sleep, on your front or your back or your side. It has been so well designed. It is instantly comfortable as soon as you sit or lay.
It is. It's like you say, a bespoke mattress made for you, but also made for your partner. Now, all the sizes come under that same item number, 208840. We've got single through to super king size. But the great thing about this mattress is how much is packed into it for the prices that you see on the screen.
And you can try it.
And you can try it out. 100 nights to try it out.
And that takes you to, well, 3 months from right now, it takes you to the 13th of February, I think we decided, or thereabouts. So how fabulous is that? You can decide over all those 3 months whether this mattress is right for you.
And then you've also got a 5-year warranty. When we talk about what's there in the layers of the mattress, we talk about what's in the top first of all. You've got pure silver sewn through the cover, so it's an anti-allergy silver treatment cover. Then you've got the luxury of that Italian memory foam, and memory foam remembers its own shape. When you get into bed, it takes on your shape, it alleviates pressure points, it stops motion transfer, but when you get out of bed, it just goes back to its original shape, so it's like you're leaving a new bed behind every time. You've also got the zone technology, 5 different zones. So where we traditionally carry more weight in our bodies, it's got more built up comfort and support. So it's going to give you more support in the areas that you need it. And you've got a non-slip base, so the mattress won't move around on the base of your bed. Whether it's a divan, a slatted bed, and all the sizes are standard UK sizes from single right through to your Super King. Like we said, the silver thread is sewn through the actual cover itself and designed to prevent allergies.
Do your own research why they use silver in plasters and things like that. You know, really does have some great benefits. And that is going through the top layer, and then in that also sort of topper, you've got that incredible memory foam. It's a really great depth. I think a lot of mattresses now are so deep that you struggle to get that bottom sheet on. So you've got a really good depth, so it really does do, you know, it will go into those bottom sheets, because so often you can't. My mum's got such a deep mattress and none of her bedding fits anymore. It's all riding up the sides. Yeah, she can hardly get on it now. And like, it's just too high. So it's a really good size as well. And have a look at your mattress that you're sleeping on right now. Have you got lumps and bumps? Can you actually see where your bottom's been laid? Yeah. You know, because it's gone saggy. And that's what happens, sadly, if you do have a sprung mattress. It does start to, those springs do start to deteriorate. With memory foam, honestly, it's like getting back into a new bed every single night. It'll mould to your shape. It'll mould around a pregnant tummy. Doesn't mind if you sleep on your front or your back or your side. But as soon as you get out of bed, it goes back to being a brand new mattress.
100-night sleep trial and a 5-year warranty. We've got all sizes available at the moment, and you'll find them all on the website. Everything comes under the same item number, 208840. Just choose which size you want to go for, from single through to super king size, and the prices will be there. When you change the size, the price pops up at the top of the screen.
So your single should be £449. It's down to £235, saving £214. Your double should be virtually £500, £499. That's down to £285, so you're saving £214. The king size, now the king size is approaching single figures. I think lots of you are upgrading because there's so little difference in price, especially when you split the cost with PayPal. Should be £549. It's down to £385 for a king size, saving £164. And then your super king should be £649. It's down to £485 for a super king memory foam mattress with that silver technology that you can trial for 100 nights. You're saving £164. £485 is your price tonight. But do grab that whilst the stock is available. We haven't got vast amount of stock, so it's only whilst the stock is there. Really busy night tonight. You can order on the phones. We've been busy on the phones. We've had queues. You can order on our website. That's the quickest way to order. And of course, you can use PayPal on our website if you're spending over £30. But if you're looking at the G3...
Well, we're fast approaching 70% of the entire stock gone. If you've not seen any of the demonstrations from Bev previously, I think we should go right back to the beginning, Bev, with the technology here, because this is a mattress vac, but if we just said that, it's so much more.
It is, yeah. The thing is, if I said a mattress vac to you, you'd probably think to yourself, well, I can go and get my vacuum and, you know, lift it on the mattress and just, you know, run it round. What's the difference? Well, thing is with your vacuum at home, it's a vacuum that sucks and has a rotating brush. Yeah. And that's it. Basically, it'll remove so much of the dust and so much of the allergens that's actually in your room. Now, this has all that, but it has added features as well. Because what we want to do is kill the dust mite.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, please. Get rid.
Okay. Get rid of the pollen, all the allergens and things like that.
It just makes me itch.
It does.
Yeah.
And there's lots of nasty things that can live in your mattress, your sofas.
Yes.
The dogs can bring
furniture.
fleas in and things.
Absolutely. And it's not just your mattress, it can be any soft version. You know, your chair in the corner, your three-piece
The car seats, caravan seats.
Yes, absolutely. Everything.
All those things you can't put in the washing machine, we can deep down clean with this, sanitized.
Yes. Now, the only way that you would normally eradicate these things, your bed bugs and things like that, you'd buy a pesticide of some kind.
Well, that's a horrible thought,
Exactly.
especially on a mattress in
and
bed
it's
when you're
costly
sleeping.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's costing you and the environment and all the rest of it. So yes, there are ways to do it, but I much prefer this way, because this way I'm not using any pesticides whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't have to add anything, do we?
Nope.
The machine does all the work with the technology.
Absolutely. So we've got something called UVC. Now, we've all heard UVA, UVB, okay? This is UVC. Now, UVC is a bacteria killing nanometer. That's what it's measured in, is nanometers, okay? Now, how it works, it actually destroys the DNA of whatever, whether it's the dust mite or the bed bug, okay?
Right.
So it stops it from hatching out in the first place. Now, we've done that without using any kind of pesticides whatsoever. So how do we get those into there? Right, it's got 12,000 waves per minute. So in other words, the wave technology beats the mattress, beats the chair, any kind of fabric that it's using, like you can see in the pet bed there. So you've got 12,000 beats per minute, which is bringing it to the surface.
So anything that's deep down, it's shaking it, knocking it to the top.
Absolutely.
It's like a vibration.
That's it. It's vibration
12,000 beats per
technology.
minute.
12,000 exactly. Now, when we've got that up to the top, we need the suction. So we have suction on this. So we're getting rid of it. We're taking it through a HEPA filter. But what about the pollen we've left behind, or you know, the allergens that you've got around?
I'm
the
quite allergic
atmosphere?
just to dust, you know.
Exactly.
And some people,
yes.
you're saying your daughter like mould spores.
Yeah,
and
she's
things like
allergic
that, yeah.
to mold spores. Yeah, they told her not to go in the garden. I mean, she literally took it literally. She-
She has a gardener now. It's Bev.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mom. Yeah. Anyway, so what have they put on there? They put on ultrasonic. Now, ultrasonic pulls in the dust. It attracts the dust. It attracts the allergens, and it also attracts the pollen, because
Right.
we bring pollen in on our clothes. We also bring pollen through the window. It
Yeah.
attracts to the curtain. You know, the curtains move, the pollen goes back in the atmosphere, and it's just literally a never-ending circle. So you can use this on your curtains, okay? So you can get rid of that pollen that's on there. You can use it on your chairs, on your three-piece suite. Doesn't matter if you're using it in that direction or whether you're using it in that direction, or you want to turn... Blimey, this is heavier than I thought.
Yeah, because they're going to be living everywhere, aren't they?
Or even want to go on the side,
Yeah.
or upside down, or wherever that you might want to use it. Any of your soft furnishing, you can use this on.
So it doesn't affect the performance whichever way we go around.
Yeah.
Because you want to do your headboards. I always think at hotels, other people's heads. Perhaps you're in rented accommodation and someone else has been sleeping in that bed. Headboards, cushions, I always think. You can't wash the covers.
Pillows.
You can't wash the pillows often, or the cushions inside the cushion covers.
Pillows, your soft furnishing of any kind
Well,
whatsoever.
Our producer Fraser just said, you know, when you take your cushions off the sofa,
Yes.
there's always all sorts under there, but
Yeah.
imagine what's deeper down.
Absolutely. And your 12,000 beats per minute will find it, believe
Yeah,
you
it brings
me.
it to the surface.
But it's all right finding it. It's what it's going to do with it when it's found it.
yeah.
And that's where UVC comes in. Now, UVC, you can't see, okay? It's just not on the human eye spectrum.
Okay.
So they thought to themselves, well, people's going to be saying, well, how do we know it's working?
Yeah, is it on?
Can't see it. Is it on? Is it working? Well, they thought about that. So if I just switch it on for you here. Now, if I lift, you see the row of lights on the top, okay? Now, as soon as I put it down onto the mattress,
There's another
you
light.
notice we get an extra light. That's the UVC light that comes on to tell me it's in contact with what I'm cleaning. So if I lift it up, off it goes.
And that makes sense that it only works
Yeah.
when it's in contact with the surface.
Absolutely. So therefore I know full well that that is doing its job.
Right.
So if I'm doing something that's an awkward shape, I know, I can see that I've got the contact I need to get rid of it.
And what is it doing, Bev, that UVC light?
I think it's brilliant, actually. What it does, it disrupts the DNA of the egg of whatever it is, whether it's the dust mite or whether it's the bed bug.
Or
So
flea.
therefore, they can't hatch out.
Right.
Right.
So
So
it stops the process.
stops it, the process.
So it's helping
completely.
to kill
Yeah,
the nasties that we don't want.
absolutely.
And we said the nightmare is with things like that, they spread like
Oh,
you can't
yes.
breathe, don't they? So
Well,
it's stopping the process.
They will hatch thousands upon thousands.
Well, we knew that not that long ago. I don't know if it's probably a couple of years. We were bringing things back from other countries, weren't we?
Yeah.
Suitcases, and they ended
Absolutely.
up being everywhere. They
public
were on
transport,
tubes,
on
on
the tubes.
trains, on
Tubes,
buses,
yeah,
because they do spread. So
Yeah, they
if you've
do.
got something nasty in a mattress, you'll probably have it in all your
Yeah.
chairs, and it could be fleas that your pets are bringing in.
Absolutely. The best place to do is underneath the radiators because that's exactly where they lay their eggs.
They like that warmth.
Yeah, because they like warmth. This is pet fleas we're talking about. So therefore you can literally rub underneath, and get rid of all that dust, also all of the pollen that we bring in, because the ultrasonic that's on it, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, look at
Ultrasonic
you.
that's on it, will actually attract the dust and also the pollen. And so therefore you're getting rid of that. And also you're not using any kind of pesticide whatsoever. So to me, it's better for you, and it's also better for the environment, and also it's better for your fabrics that you're cleaning, because eventually the pesticides will become so strong because the actual bed bugs and the dust mites are going to become immune to it. So they're going to increase in strength until the fact is they'll get to a stage where it will start to damage the fabrics that
It's
you're
so
actually
strong,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is fine on all kinds
Anything.
of fabric as well.
Delicate
Yeah.
fabrics.
So if you've got a silk rug, you can
Yes,
use it on,
great idea.
because basically the UVC light is doing the work, it's getting rid of it, but that's only altering that DNA structure of that flea egg or dust mite egg. So it's not doing any harm to your fabrics that you're actually vacuuming on. What it is doing harm to is the thing that it's meant to, is the actual dust mite and bed bug.
And then you can clean the machine itself really easily. It's really
Yeah.
well designed. If you want to go for a second filter, we do have a handful remaining. We are approaching limited stock. There's the filter. It comes with a filter included, but it's always handy to have a second filter so that you can have one where you've cleaned it and not one on the machine, so you've got your constant cleaning. If you want to add that second filter, they're at the bottom of the screen. It works out less than £5 on your first of 3 PayPal payments. It's only £4.66 if you use
we
PayPal.
are so busy. I don't know what happens. We get to around about 2:30 and it just goes absolutely crazy.
yeah.
I don't know if it's time when people get up or whether you just come in from work, but you do need to check your baskets out. First show we've done with this, and it's absolutely flown. And I think every home should have one of these.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing, I mean, now I'm in a routine that I change my bedding once a week. And so when I take the bedding off, I run round with the vacuum over the bed head, because I've got, did they call them sleigh beds? You know, the one
yeah.
that
Oh, yes,
thing like
yeah.
that. So as I say, I just run round with that, and then I just put the clean bedding back
And you know,
on.
you've sanitised, you've killed sort of any nasties
Deep
that are there.
down clean.
Yeah.
That's what's so important, because I think we love the feel of, you've got clean sheets on the bed. It's the best night's sleep, isn't it? But then if you actually think you're putting clean sheets onto a mattress that might have all sorts actually in it, living in it.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, you would not have a bath for a month and then go and put clean clothes on.
No, that's so true.
Oh, that's
and I
a
do
good
think
one.
as well, I mean, perhaps you've got a second-hand mattress, but I bet lots of people have got second-hand sofas or
Or
the
you're in
car
rented
seats, the caravan
accommodation.
seats, rented.
All the furniture.
So it's not only, your dead skin cells that are in here, it's somebody else's dead skin cells.
Yeah.
That also attracts the dust mites and the bed bugs and the nasties.
Also really hear the power of the suction on there, how it literally grabs hold. So not just mattresses, sofas, cushions, pet beds, any kind of upholstery. You want to do your curtains with this because of all the pollen that comes in through the windows. You'll be amazed when Bev shows us what's actually inside here, and you can go to any angle. That's the other great thing.
I'm really itching.
Stop it, Jim. Stop it, Jim.
It's such a horrible thought, isn't it? But I've sat on a sofa, you know, you've sat on a sofa, haven't you? Or perhaps you have got that new caravan and you've given it a deep down clean, but you sit on the sofas and they
new
still
to
feel
you,
a bit
but it's not
dirty.
new.
Yeah, it's a second-hand caravan, it just feels a bit unclean.
Oh.
But you can't put these
Empty it
things
out.
into a washing machine. So how do you deep down clean your whole
I have
sofa?
Exactly, exactly. I mean, I've got, you know, one lady, she's really allergic to any kind of dust and stuff like that, but she has to travel for her work.
Right.
Yeah.
So once a month, she'll have to stay in a hotel.
Mm.
Sometimes it's more than once a month. Well, now she just pops this in the back of the car and takes upstairs and just does it before she gets in. Because same as she said, you know, why must I get up with my eyes all puffy and everything else? And I know
that's a
full
great
well I'm
idea.
helping myself.
I think so often when we do stay at places, especially if you're going away for a week, perhaps in a self-catering place, you'll take all the cleaning products, won't you?
Yeah.
Pop that in the boot of the car. You're not.
Yeah.
It's hardly going to take up any space,
Yeah.
but you've got that peace of mind, haven't you? We actually had loads of Airbnbs messaging in saying, "Oh my word, we're buying this for the Airbnb." So when we actually, you know, sell our product, we sell our place to people, we can say that we do sanitize the sofa, the mattress, each person.
We don't have to do anything to activate any of the
We
technology.
don't sanitize each
No.
person. I
No,
said that a
you
bit
don't.
wrong.
No.
No, you don't. Maybe you should.
It's a bit late. I said that.
Where's
a bit wrong.
Where's
We
Sam?
sanitize before the next person comes in. Is
That's what you
what I
meant.
was trying to say, but then I said it.
Yes, I'd like a piece of paper.
We'll grab
yeah,
some
I can get
paper.
some paper.
We can grab
Yeah,
some
oh,
paper.
You want
thank you.
clean paper?
Because I want to empty this just while there, because this is just what's used in the sets, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not like
it's not real life furniture.
It's not
TV
really.
furniture.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my word! I can't believe it's so powerful.
Oh, we've lost
That's the
it.
It's
first.
so
that's the
powerful.
filter. I'll get it, thanks. It's all right, I'll get it. But that is what has come out of just this, the back of the settee, and also round the side. That's one of the filters. Just let me just get my backside through there.
Easy squeezy.
That's your other one, that's your HEPA filter. All this is all washable, okay?
If you want a second filter, remember they're hanging on by a thread. It's limited stock. Look at the dust cloud coming out there. Oh no.
And that's what HEPA filtration is
look at
all
that.
about, picking up the finest of particles. So perhaps you do have I really suffer with dust
Sorry about
allergies.
that, Hayley.
So yeah, that's why. But I used to babysit years ago in an old property. Oh my word! I would end up. My eyes were running, and my throat. I was coughing. It was horrible. I could have actually gone in. I wouldn't have obviously vacuumed the whole house, but perhaps if I just vacuumed where I was sat. It's a beautiful property, but it was all the older sort of furniture. And look at that.
And that's just from those few minutes.
That's just
isn't it?
those
We
And
keep
that's
mentioning it.
and that's the dirt we
Yeah.
can see. Then think
Yeah.
about what it's been killing as well. That's perhaps been in that mattress.
Yeah,
And the really fine dust. That
that's
you can see
dead
there.
skin cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I say, you know, to be able to get this level of clean usually involves some sort of chemical.
Yeah, because we are sanitising.
Yeah,
the UVC
absolutely.
light is actually helping to kill
Yep.
dust
Yep.
mites, fleas,
Absolutely.
bed bugs.
Absolutely, and you've got your ultrasonic for your allergens and your pollen, but also you've got a dehumidifying section on this as well. Because of the motor is warm by the very fact is it's an electric motor, and as it's going around creates friction, so it creates a small amount of heat. They've utilised that heat to actually help to dry the moisture out of the fabric.
That's
that's
so
doing.
clever, yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as you sit down, you perspire.
We know you're doing
Ladies
bed as
glow.
well on a mattress,
Yeah, absolutely. So it's helping to pull that moisture out.
Ladies
at the
glow.
same time. That's what they used to say. Horses
A
sweat,
lot of glowing round here.
men perspire. Ladies glow.
Oh, we love a glowing lady. Check everything out on the website. It's all available. shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find everything. Go to our live hour. Remember, we've got over 700,000 products if you are looking for Christmas gifts. But go to our live hour and you'll find absolutely everything. The vacuum there, remember, it's mattress, sofas. It's not just a vacuum. It's also got that UVC light, so we're helping to kill the dust mites, the bed bugs, the fleas. It's also got that ultrasonic actual technology. So it's also working on the allergens, the bacteria, picking up your dead skin cells, incredible suction, and just making you feel like you've done a deep down clean on all, you know, your sort of furnishings around the home.
Your soft furnishings,
all the back of the car, all the caravan. You know, we do have a lot of second-hand sort of things that you've got other people's dirt. If you do want to go for the extra HEPA filter, though, you need to be quick.
Yeah, they're all in baskets. You can still add it to your basket. You can still jump the queue. But if you want to make sure you get a second HEPA filter, please check out your basket, whether it's the mattress vac and the filter you're going for. Confirm your orders right now. As always, as Hayley said a bit earlier, we have that 2:30 surge and it's happened again today.
And there's some great gifts there. Have a little nosy through absolutely everything. Our heated products, the heated blankets are amazing. Do not sit cold in your home. Perhaps you know someone that doesn't put the central heating on like they should because they're worried about the cost. This is so affordable to run. It's got 9 different heat settings. There's a timer for 9 hours as well. It's even machine washable. You just detach it from the electricity part. 3-year warranty, just register it online. But honestly, whether it's while you're watching TV, it's like your little bit of central heat. It's like your radiator that you take to whatever room in the home you're in.
And we've also got those rechargeable hot water bottles, remember?
I love these.
They start under £20, so great presents. If you want the pattern designs, the animal print or the leopard or the rabbit print that you see there, £21.99. It's sealed so they never leak. It heats up in under 15 minutes and then stays warm for up to 5 hours.
I love the little handy bit there where you put your hands in. So perhaps if you are out and about, perhaps you've got someone that's in a wheelchair and as soon as you go out, they're freezing. They can have that on their lap with the hands in and it'll stay warm for up to 5 hours. So for my mum, whose hands are always blue and cold and, you know, white, her fingers go terrible. It's great when we go out. We went to a carol concert, took it with us, her hands in there while we were singing the carols, and she was toasty warm. Yeah. So honestly, it's brilliant. And you never have to worry about somebody boiling a kettle, pouring that hot water into a hot water bottle.
Or it leaking.
We've both scalded ourselves. And yeah, leaking in bed because it's a sealed unit. It's brilliant.
Whatever you are shopping for, if you're watching on +1, STV or ITV +1, please check the stock levels on everything because last night we had 3 sellouts. The mattress vac and the filters are going crazy with us right now, so they could be gone. So just check stock levels on the website, shopontv.co.uk. But if you have just joined us, we're approaching 80% on our main, mattress vac, but so much more, Bev. You're going to use it on so many different surfaces, aren't you?
Absolutely. To be quite honest, I think the vacuum part is the
lowest part.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because it's so much more than a vacuum. Yes. It's for all your upholstery. It could be curtains, it could be the mattress, it could be the sofa. Have a little look what can live in mattresses and things when you think about bed bugs and the fleas that the dogs have brought in and dust mites and things like that.
Yeah.
So how does it work? And tell us about the technologies, because I truly think, and when we first did a product like this, we were like, do we really need something separate for our mattress and things? And then after 20 minutes, we're like, every home should have one of these.
Absolutely.
I think we all bought on that first night.
Absolutely, because I think everybody's sitting there thinking, well, I've got a vacuum, I vacuum my mattress. You know, really, what do I need another one? Because your vacuum sucks. Basically, that's what it is. It sucks. It uses a rotating brush to lift some of the dirt, and that's it. Okay? Now, what this one does, first and foremost, for a start, what you would be buying it for, is it has UVC. Now, UVC, we've all heard of UVA and UVB. This is UVC. Now, UVC is a germ killing. Okay, so the bacteria and things like that. How it works, it alters the DNA structure of the animal, like the bed bug, the dust mite, all that sort of thing, alters the eggs that they lay. So therefore, eventually, They can't hatch out.
Oh, so it breaks
Stops
down
it.
their DNA so they don't survive. So it's like,
Do not survive.
it's like killing off those nasties.
Yeah, absolutely. Because basically that's what your pesticides will do. Will literally kill off the eggs and some of the fleas at the same time. But this actually breaks that cycle of the DNA, stops the process, and you've not used a chemical.
So sort of naturally.
Naturally, basically, yes. So that's what it does. Now, UVC, you can't see. It's not on our eye spectrum. So therefore, they're probably thinking to themselves is, well, how do I know it's on? How do I know it's working? Because that's your UV lights across there, okay? And so as you can see, occasionally just get a nice soft cloth and just wipe them occasionally, okay? That's all the maintenance you need to do. So what they've done is they've put a row, if I switch it on, I don't know if you can see it this way or not, okay? Right, so you can see that way, you see that there's a row of lights, okay? Now, as soon as I put that down on the surface, you'll see the UVC light come on. That's telling me now that it's activated and it's working. As soon as I take it off that surface, it stops.
And that makes sense because you'd only want it, you want that on when it touches the surface. You wouldn't want to be waving. Yeah, so on contact, it's working. Great.
So until that is touching the surface, you're actually cleaning. That's also a good idea because if you're going to use it on things like this that have different sort of mouldings, you want to make sure that that UVC light's always in contact with that surface. Well, all you need to do is just glance at the light and just make sure you know it's working, okay? So that's one thing. Now, the other thing is, how do we get to those dust mites that's living in the bed?
Deep down.
Deep down, okay? Now, we said that your vacuum sucks. So does this.
And it's got great suction. It's got incredible power, hasn't it? Yeah. 12
kPUs if you want to know the exact amount. So it's very powerful. But also it has the vibro wave on. Now the vibro wave is literally you doing this. Okay? You remember like you said?
Yeah.
Mat over the...
We used to throw the mat over the line and you used to beat it with a broom, didn't you?
The dust clouds would come
even
out.
if you tried to sweep it up prior, when you beat it, the dust, like you say, would come out like you would not believe.
Absolutely. Well, that is doing that 12,000 times per minute.
I was never that quick.
No, I was never that quick. So consequently, that's lifting it out. So that means it's getting deeper into that surface you're cleaning, right? So that brings it up. That brings it up to the top. Your UVC light alters that DNA structure and so therefore stops them from literally hatching out. Now, we also have pollen. We have dead skin cells. We also have allergens that's in the atmosphere. That's probably what your running eyes and all the rest of it is coming from, okay? So what they put on here as well is ultrasonic. Now the ultrasonic sends the sound waves out and it actually pulls and draws in the dust and the pollen and all the allergens. So you're taking that out of the atmosphere as well. So if you want to, every night, if you want to just run round your bed head and your mattress and the chair that you sit in, it's going to make things better. It's not going to make worse. Yeah. 2 seconds and it's done. Now, you've got one other thing on this, and that is the dehumidifying. Now, what that does is because whatever surface you lay on, you naturally perspire. And so consequently, there's moisture involved, whether it's in the mattress or you sat for a few hours on a chair. What this will do, it utilises the warmth from the motor and it helps to draw out the moisture from whatever you're asking it to do. Now, I've even used it on my wool coat.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Because it's been in the loft for a while and I just thought, well, it's probably got allergens on it. It's probably got, you know, the pollen and all the rest of it. So before I put it on, I just ran up and down with the vac. Right. So it's not just designed just to do your mattress and the odd chair. There's curtains you can do. You can use your pillows. I mean, especially your pillows you sleep on, your soft pillows that you have.
We have a lot of cushions, don't we? And I don't think we wash them
Scatter
properly, do we?
cushions, yeah.
Lots of them you can't take the cushion out to put it in the washing machine, but you can't wash the cushion inside. The runner at the end of the bed, I often think in hotels, I bet that's never been cleaned, and loads of people have sat their bums on that runner at the end of our bed. And it just allows you to clean all of those areas and sanitize and deep down clean things that you can't put into the washing machine.
Absolutely. And it's quick.
Yes.
That's the thing. You know, if I said to you, right, I want you to wash and clean all that mattress, do all your pillows, do your curtains and everything else, you'd think, well, I'm in for the day, basically. You know, where what my routine is I change the bed once a week. While I'm changing the bed, before I put the new bedding on, I just run round the bed with my mattress vac. And that way, I know full well it's peace of mind. I'm getting rid of the allergens, so when my daughter comes to stay, I'm making the environment as healthy as I can for her. And also I've got 2 cats, you know, so I want anything they may bring in, I want to be able to think, well, I'll stand a fighting chance of getting rid of it.
It's deep cleaning, it's sanitizing, and it's on all these different surfaces. Those 4 lights are the 4 types of technology, if you like, that you've got there. The power of the suction's there as well, but it is that deep down clean. Those 12,000 beats per minute, bringing all the nasties, not just from the surface, from deep down.
From deep down. And as I say, when it's brought it deep down, it's got suction to actually move it. You've got HEPA filters, which are all washable. And also, as I say, you've got the most important thing, which is your UVC, which is actually getting rid of what you want to get rid of. You're not having to use a pesticide.
It's vacuuming up with great suction, but it's beating deep down into the mattress, into the sofa. But then it is that UV light that, of course, is helping to kill those dust mites, the bed bugs, the fleas. You've got HEPA filtration, which picks up the finest of dust. If you've got allergies, do your own research. And then the ultrasonic actual technology as well. And on top of that, the dehumidifier. It's got so many features for a price that you can't afford to miss out on. But stock-wise, over 80% of the stock now already gone. I think every home should have these for that peace of mind. It's all right putting clean sheets on a bed, but then when you actually think what could still be in your bed, it's not quite as clean as you think it is it?
Like you were saying, the price as well. $169.99 is the price it should be. It's down to $89.99. It's pretty much looking like it's while stocks last now. If you want that second filter, spare filters, they're all what we call allocated, all in baskets.
I think we've got more people ordering now than stock is available, so you do need to desperately 3 times as many people trying to buy the extra filters. So do check your basket
but you
first.
can still jump the queue and add it to your basket if you're going for their mattress.
And if you miss out,
now,
we will try and get them back in stock as soon as possible.
Of course,
But as ever, it's when we can get them.
So do confirm your orders, whatever you're shopping for, and think about all those different surfaces that you're going to use this on. The other thing I love, Bev, is that even if you're horizontal, vertical, on an angle, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change.
No. The thing, you see, the thing is as well, like with this, you've got all these different shapes, you know, because nothing's ever easy, is it, when you're doing these things? So I know full well that while I'm using it, it's getting in all those areas to be able to get rid of whatever that might be.
And that could be your bed head. That could be, perhaps you've got a new caravan, but it's second hand, so it's somebody else's dirt and grime, and it just makes me itch. And that could be the back of the sofa, because you know, the sofas don't come out of a caravan, so you can give it a deep down clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the car seat for a second hand car.
Yeah.
Perhaps they had a dog and you always feel it's a bit itchy when you sit.
Well, yeah, or you could have, you know, renting accommodation, and they might have said, well, you know, there's carpets down or there's furniture.
One of our producers, she took our original model, which didn't have as many features and wasn't as powerful, but was still very good if you got it. She took it home that night to the bed she was renting accommodation, and she was super clean. She was a real good cleaner.
She already used to vacuum.
Every time she changed the bed, she vacuumed.
It was rented.
So she was like, well, I'll just see. She was like that. She came with like a bag full of dirt like this, and she was like, I've been sleeping on this, and this is somebody else's dirt. And
Yes, yeah.
And this is
dead
what we've
skin.
emptied out of the studio.
That was just from the settee.
Yeah.
And it weren't the whole of the settee. That was the front, one of the sides and two of the cushions. And that's what I say. You are amazed when you use this. But as you know, it not only is it taking out that dirt, it's also doing things because of the UVC. I mean, the only way I would know to eradicate it is to use steam at a certain level that you will penetrate into 5 inches of the mattress. But there's lots of delicate fabrics that you can't use your steam on. You'd have to be the heat. But with this, it doesn't matter whether you've got a silk rug or whether you've got something delicate embroidered or things like that, because it's not using any chemicals.
There's nothing harsh there.
No, nothing at all.
Can you talk us through the technology again? Because if anyone has just joined us and you might be watching on +1, do check if we have still got stock. Some people will switch on and think, oh, it's a vacuum from a vacuum from a mattress, vacuum for my sofa. Do I need another vacuum for, you know, just these items?
I love what Bev said when you said the vacuum's the lowest.
The least important bit.
Yeah.
And it's super powerful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But there's so many features. Yeah, that's exactly
I mean,
right.
really on the top. I mean, the thing is with this, it's not just a vacuum. This is all singing, all dancing, as they say. You are able to kill the dust mite and the bed bugs. Now, apparently to kill bed bugs is quite difficult.
Yeah.
Because the pesticides that they use, the bed bugs are actually becoming immune to it. And so therefore they're having to make the pesticides stronger, which then you get into the realm where, you know, it's damaging your furniture, not to mention what it might be doing to you. So consequently, they've got to look for a different way of doing this. And this is why they came up with the idea of using UVC. Now, as I've said before, we all know UVA and UVB. I didn't know much about UVC at all until I started to read about it. And apparently UVC is to actually eradicate bacteria. Now, they've harnessed that to fit inside to this machine. And what UVC will do to the bed bug, it will actually destroy the DNA of the bed bug's egg. So therefore, it can't hatch out.
So it doesn't produce finally.
Doesn't produce.
So it's helping to kill.
Doesn't
Yeah.
spread.
Yeah.
Also, it alters the DNA of the bed bug itself.
Okay.
So therefore, it will get rid of that. It'll eradicate that. And eventually, you will get rid of them all completely without having to use a pesticide.
Right.
Now, the other thing that you have is pollen. You open the window, pollen comes in. You bring also pollen in on your clothes. You take your coat off, and then it goes into the atmosphere and sticks to the soft furnishing. Now, if you've got someone that's allergic to these things, the more you can get rid of it, the better you are. So, vacuum will get rid of a proportion of it. Steam will get rid of a proportion of it. But ultrasonic draws it to it. So wherever it is, wherever you're vacuuming with your machine, you're pulling in that pollen, you're pulling in that dust, and it's going through the HEPA filter, and the ultrasonic is attracting it to it. So you haven't got that on your vacuum cleaner.
No.
You know, you've just got that. Also, you've got a dehumidifier. Now, what that will do is the moisture that we emit, whether we're lying in bed or we're sitting in a chair, because of humans, was it 2/3 we are of water, and so consequently we perspire. And what they've done is they've utilised the heat from the motor and turned it into this dehumidifier, and it draws out moisture
That's so
from what
clever.
it's doing as well.
Now, when you do get it home, the other thing is when you turn it on, everything's illuminated on there. isn't it? It
Absolutely.
shows you how it's working.
So when you switch it on, all those different things, in fact, I'll turn it around that way, might be able to be better, okay? So you can see the lights lighting up, but there's one missing. That's your UVC light. That only works when you put it in on contact with whatever you're
It
cleaning.
works on contact, but you don't see that. Because
No,
it's not
you
visible
can't
to the
see
human
it.
eye, is it?
No, you can't see it. So it's off the machine. As soon as I put it down, and back it comes on.
And that's sort of the
Okay?
killing technology, isn't it?
Yes,
So you know,
that's
as soon as you
it.
touch the surface,
Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what it does. Because that way you can't see it. The human eye can't see UVC.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's working. But also, if you're using it on an unusual shaped object, you can also keep your eye on and making sure that it's in
You're
contact.
doing it properly, yeah.
You know, and that you're doing it
Yeah,
properly.
because it illuminates when it's contacted with
as
the
it's
surface.
moving around. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got suction, which obviously you need to remove it. You've got 12,000 beats per minute of a vibration wave, which literally is you doing that. And it's
So
lifting
that's
it.
getting deep down
Beating
between
it out.
all the nasties from lower surfaces. isn't it?
Exactly. Now, you probably think, well, what does UVC use? They use nanometers. That's how it's measured, UVC. Nanometer is something, it measures sound waves from an atom to a molecule. That's what they do. Now, to be able to get to the level of cleaning and also killing and altering the DNA, the number, the small amount of the number has to be the smallest amount, right?
Right.
So to give you an example, so I'll put my teeth in a minute. The human hair, the thickness of a human hair is 60,000 nanometers.
Right.
Okay? This machine is 250.
Wow.
That's fine.
That's
Super
fine.
fine.
That's super fine. Yes, absolutely.
And all these technologies all working at once.
Yeah, it's all in conjunction. Doing it, all you're having to do is switch it on and guide it in the direction. You don't have to go mix bottles. You don't have to go and gown up so you don't inhale it. And that's
Deep
how it
down clean, sanitising the UV light, helping to kill the bed bugs, the bits you can't see, the dust mites, and perhaps
fine
the
this is.
fleas. And then that's the HEPA filtration, allowing you to pick up the finest. And that could be the allergens, that could be the pollen.
Yeah,
All those
anything.
things that perhaps make your eyes run, that upset you. I know as when I was young, it was a sort of dust that really got my eyes streaming, choking.
But the thing is, this is from a couple of runs round into the studio on furniture that doesn't really get used.
No, I know.
So imagine what
Pets.
could be at the in
Yeah,
the pet
yes.
bed.
Pets.
Imagine what your dog's been bringing in. Sean's niece, they had a new home, got a puppy.
Just decorated everything.
They adore
Brand new
this
sofa.
dog. It came in and it lived everywhere. But it also brought some friends, and that was a lot of fleas. And the whole house, actually, I was going to say
Yeah,
downstairs,
well,
but
yeah.
everywhere. This would have been brilliant for
Well,
them.
yeah, and if you think the cost involved of having
It
to
was a
buy
nightmare.
pesticide to spray everywhere,
house, yeah.
you know, if you've got this and you can just, you know, run around underneath the radiators because that's where they tend to lay
Makes
their
me
eggs, you know, and all those areas, it's just helping for us to keep our environments as healthy as we possibly can.
Certainly is. Now we're massively busy. Now is the time to confirm your orders. If you want to make sure that you get hold of this, please, if you've got it in a basket, check your basket out. As far as the vacuum, the mattress vac, the upholstery vac, the sofa vac, the cushion vac, 85% of the stock gone there.
And so many still ordering,
Yeah.
so it will be first come, first served. If you are watching on Plus One, just check. We have still got stock available, but do check your baskets through if it's in a basket. It's not yours until you check it out. You haven't got that peace of mind that it's actually in your basket. That's it. It's still ours until you press that checkout button, so someone can physically take it out your basket, so make sure it's yours.
And if you do want a second filter, that is literally hanging on by a thread. So many more of you trying to order than we have stock remaining there, but you can still add it to your basket and check it through if you want to beat the queue there. As Hayley said, if you're watching on Plus One, please check the stock levels on the website.
What a super busy morning. Huge thank you to Bev, as always.
Always a pleasure.
It's a product that honestly we thought originally, do we really need? And then we're like, after about 20 minutes into a show, oh my goodness, we all ended up buying it
Yeah.
because every home should have one of these. That peace of
Absolutely.
mind, deep down clean.
Just get in that routine, change your bed, run round with a little vacuum, and away you go.
And then you can use it on all those other surfaces as
absolutely.
well. Again, huge thanks to Bev. Thank you to you for watching. Remember, you can watch us every night from midnight right through till 3 a.m.
I'm still
Stop
itching.
itching.
Check your basket through. If you don't want to itch, gosh, get one of these. Check out, and we'll see you tomorrow night. See you later. Bye.